All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome in to another presentation of high school varsity basketball here on Next Level Broadcasting all season long. Keeping it right here as we are getting ready for this one to go ahead with the Gaylord St. Mary Snowbirds and the Lake Leelanau St. Mary Eagles. Charles Strail along with Nick Wenzel and Jessica Alcorn joining us here right now. And as we have an opportunity to do so, we want to thank everybody for being a part of our broadcast, our special 5:30 tip-off tonight, as we've got an early matchup between the Snowbirds and the Eagles as two teams looking to come in flying high tonight. The Gaylord St. Mary Snowbirds going to 9-1, improving to that record over the Inland Lakes Bulldogs via the win on Wednesday night. They'll be taking on the the Lake Leelanau St. Mary Eagles here this evening. We're going to go ahead and send it over to public address announcer Heather Glasby as we get ready for our opening prayer and our national anthem here tonight. All right, now starting for the Lake Leelanau St. Mary Eagles. First of all, it will be number 31. That is Noel Morio. Next up for the Eagles, number 2, Liberty Schaub. After that will be senior number 20, Adrian Schaub. 10, Mackenzie Schaub. So the starters for the Eagles will be Bridget Kohler, Mackenzie Schaub, to go along with Liberty Schaub and Noel Morio. Starters for the Gaylord St. Mary's Snowbirds will be Alira Cook, Nona Skoronsky, Emery Blust, Peyton Glasby, and Kaylee Jeffers. As I welcome in my broadcast partner here tonight, Nick Wenzel. Nick, thanks for coming.
You're welcome. Good to be here. This is going to be a test tonight to see which team could bring it up to court first and respond first.
Yeah, it should be a fun one here tonight. Which team is going to come out on fire? Who might be able to quickly establish themselves early? Our officials tonight are Buddy Hanel, Earl Hartzell, and Joel Moore, as we are getting ready now for basketball here in the Monsignor Kaminsky Gymnasium. And that is not the score. We're going to go ahead and get that set up here, as it will be Glasby and Schaub to tip it off in the for opening tip, controlled by the Eagles. First time down the trip, stolen away by Emery Blust, and Blust will bring this one down the floor for the Snowbirds, run up the hook shot, and it's off the mark, rebounded by Schaub. And stolen by Blust, and down low it goes to Cook. Back up top to Jeffers. She'll take the three-pointer and knock it down. First three-pointer made by Kaylee Jeffers, and the Snowbirds strike first here during this girls basketball game, starting at 5:30 p.m. tip.
See if the Snowbirds defense can respond back here to get the ball back.
That was the first made three-pointer of the game by Kaylee Jeffers. Give her 3 points in the game.
Ooh.
And now we've got one that's going to go out of bounds. Nick, as we always do in these games, we talk about how many made three-pointers do you foresee happening tonight? And to that answer for the Snowbirds, I'm going to set it at 5. Would you say more or less?
I'm going to say more.
So Nick Wenzel saying more than 5, as Cook scores it off of the glass and in, and Alira Cook will go to the free throw line looking for an old-fashioned three-point play. Alira Cook will now head to the charity stripe. Snowbirds up 5-0 here to start this game. Cook free throw is no good. Rebound is a held ball. It'll stay here with the Snowbirds.
Inbounded to...
Yeah, that's Skoronsky in the corner, who's yet again getting the start here tonight. Cook has the offensive rebound. Jeffers puts up another triple and splash down. Second made triple of the game for Kaylee Jeffers. And you said over 5, Nick, so
I did.
The Snowbirds are well on their way. And we've got a timeout here taken by the Leelanau St. Mary's Eagles, just trying to get things settled down as they're down 8-0, as Gaylord St. Mary has come out here and thrown a couple of quick jabs.
Yeah, they're trying to get the jab back into it, and you know, St. Mary's defense is just a little too strong, and they're just firing on all cylinders right now.
As you kind of see our setup here across the court over on the stage at the Monsignor Kaminsky Gymnasium, we've got a doubleheader tonight, and Nick, the boys' game tonight should be a pretty interesting one as well.
Yeah, I'm excited for that one.
The Gaylord St. Mary's Snowbird girls, if you're just now tuning in, or maybe it's the first time you've seen them play this year, they've got a tremendous record, 9-1, led by 2 1,000-point scorers in Peyton Glasby and Kaylee Jeffers. However, the auxiliary players that they feature, such as Alira Cook and Emery Blust, Nona Skoronsky, Omani Switalski, to go along with Lily Keister and Sahara Wells. I mean, this roster has a lot of key pieces that are able to contribute when they're called upon.
Absolutely. It's like Blust is going to have it.
Jeffers shot fake, drives in, drops a pass, and she's fouled, I believe.
She kind of knew that one was coming. She got a laugh out of that one. It's like Glasby will inbound the ball here.
Back to the corner to Glasby. She's going to take the three-pointer and knock it down. That's the third made triple for the Snowbirds here in this first quarter, Nick, as they've come out shooting it strong.
Yep.
11-0 Snowbirds, and I mean, you look at this and say, man, this is exactly how you'd want to start this game if you're a Gaylord St. Mary Snowbird.
Exactly. Starting on all cylinders here.
Nick, how many cylinders in this Snowbird engine? They got a V6 or a V8?
V8.
Okay. As the Snowbirds get the pressure in the backcourt, and we've got a foul. This should be on Glasby for a push in the back, and I believe it indeed will be. So that will be Peyton Glasby's first personal. This one's inbounded to Bridget Kohler, and Kohler has it tapped away from behind, and that's the kind of the trademark of this Gaylord St. Mary defense is the back tap, as they're able to allow the defender to go by and then run them down and chase them down from behind and tap it out of bounds. It makes it very challenging for some of these defenses or offenses, the offense of the other team, to really get settled in and feel like they're in the proper rhythm.
Yeah. You just need to.
There's the steal right there. Like, there's the back tap as Jeffers is going to cruise in for the layup.
You got to watch out. Like you said, talking about her being the leading scorer. She's kind of dangerous on the floor right now.
Yeah, well said. And for Kaylee Jeffers, she has 8 points, Nick.
Yeah, that's big
dangerous.
Time. Yeah. She's got the top power.
The eye of the tiger.
The eye of the tiger, yep. Well, I was about to say the top gun.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, one way or another, I'm okay either way. Let's check the YouTube chat line and see who's tuning in.
Got nobody yet.
Nobody giving us any messaging yet, but if you're tuning in, let us know where you're watching from. We'll give you a shout out here. We're here courtside, so you can be couch side or somewhere other than the gymnasium side as the Eagles knock in a three-pointer. That one goes down the hatch by Andrian Schaub.
Blues shoots it up for three.
Yeah, how about that? Emery Blues and the Snowbirds answer right back. Nick, did you know that that's the fourth made three-pointer for the Snowbirds so far in this first quarter?
That's pretty good.
Here's Schaub driving baseline, cut off by Glasby, back up top into the hands of Mackenzie Schaub.
Oh.
Into the corner it goes, launching another one, and back-to-back triples for Adrian Schaub. She's got 6.
Good effort by Glasby there to try and keep it from going out of bounds, but she just could not hold on to it. Good job by the officials seeing everything tonight.
Yeah, that was a good job.
Looks like they went to the Gaylord Eye Care Center.
They probably did, Nick. They probably took our advice and took the free eye check at the Gaylord Eye Care, getting that free eye consultation so that way they can see the game in crystal clear 2020. There's a nice move down on the baseline. Scoring that one for the Eagles was Mackenzie Schaub. So the two Schaubs have scored all the points for the Eagles, as Sahara Wells has just checked into the game. And she will give the Snowbirds a second chance here on this offensive possession, Nick.
Yep. She's going to give them a second to catch her breath real quick and then back in it.
Eagles still playing this zone defense right here as the Snowbirds catch it in the corner to Jeffers. Down low it goes to Keister. She's unable to make it. Glasby at the rim yet again. Can't finish that one. So the Snowbirds had 3 chances but unable to get it to drop through the basket. And this one knocked out of bounds. It should be Gaylord St. Mary basketball.
Yep. Nice job by Blues there to stay in front of that one.
Nick, you know, it looks like the Snowbirds are rocking some new home uniforms tonight as well.
They are. I was just going to say that. Looks like they have their old tribute.
They upgraded the uniform threads, and they got a new uniform here as they're looking to go 10-1 on this season. So this will be their halfway mark of the season, Nick. I'd say a 10-1 start if they're able to win. This one would be a nice beginning to the season as Cook has this one go a little off, saved by Glasby into the hands of Mackenzie Schaub. Up the floor it goes to Adrian Schaub. She'll push tempo, drive up with the left hand, too strong. Rebound fought for, and it comes away into the hands of Everly West, who has just checked in for the Eagles. West, a 8th grader up here playing on varsity, as Cook catches, drives in, puts it on the deck, floater up and in off the glass.
Nice move by Cook to get one right up the middle.
Alira Cook now, that's her second made field goal, Nick. Doing a good job of attacking the basket.
Absolutely.
Her 2 field goals, Nick, have come right next to the rim. Both of them actually banked in.
That's just like college football. You're going for the first down, going straight up the middle.
Attack the paint. That's what the Snowbirds have been doing, but they've also made 4 3-pointers in this game as well. 12 of their 18 coming from behind the long line. This one too strong off the glass. Jeffers has the rebound. Up the floor it goes to Cook. Cook drops it to Keister. She temporarily fumbles it, and then Wells does too. We've got a steal here by Mario. And that is somehow ricocheting off of body parts. I think a couple of knees, a shin, maybe an ankle in there, but the Eagles regain possession. And this one's stolen. And right back into the hands of Andrian Schaub, and she's able to score. How about that sequence of events, Nick?
Yeah, she's got some strength in that one.
She certainly had some strength there. Glasby tees up the 3 and knocks it down. That's the 5th made 3-pointer in the quarter for the Snowbirds. Glasby now with 6 points, 21-10 in favor of the Snowbirds.
I said it was going to be more, so hopefully we can get more than 5.
Stolen away by Wells. Nick, I think your prediction's looking pretty safe here so far as Jeffers rips through, passes over to Glasby down low. Cook has it up in just off the rim. Glasby fighting for the loose ball, gets it and puts it up and in. Glasby with 8 points now for the Snowbirds to go along with her fellow 1,000-point scorer, Kaylee Jeffers, also with 8. 23-10 is the score. And as the Eagles bring it down, this is Adrian Schaub looking into the far side corner to Mackenzie Schaub. This one's tapped away out of bounds.
That was off of Cook on that one. So it's going to be Eagle ball still. Looks like Glasby will check out and bring in Omani Switelski into the game for the Snowbirds.
Tapped out of bounds briefly. It'll stay here with the Eagles. Up high they try to go, and it's Schaub able to track it down.
She's being guarded by the leading point scorer.
Adrian Schaub puts it up, no good. Rebound tapped around by Liberty Schaub, and we've got a foul. And that will be, should be a foul called against Liberty Schaub. That'll be her first. Liberty Schaub, Nick, a 8th grader up here playing on varsity as well.
Yeah, she's going to be dangerous next year to watch.
Bloost over to Jeffers. She'll try to drive in. One more now to the corner to Lyra Cook. And back to Cook from the corner, teeing it up off the mark, just a hair too strong. So after 8 minutes of play, Gaylord St. Mary Snowbirds up over the Lake Leelanau St. Mary Eagles by a baker's dozen after 8 minutes of play. We'll step aside. Second quarter coming up after this.
Are you interested in renovated years of combined experience? J&J Construction is one of the most reliable and respected general contractors in our service area. J&J is a trusted construction partner valued by architects, subcontractors, financiers, and most of all, their clients. J&J Construction has been completing quality homes and improvement projects that add value to the communities they serve. They bring a passion for innovation and a commitment to quality to every job they do. Call them today.
Vision Source and Gaylord Eye Care are proud to be offering their services to local communities across northern Michigan. With locations in Gaylord, Point City, Bel Air, and Sheboygan, they're committed to serving you and providing a trusted source of credentials and expertise. If you're struggling with anything vision related, then don't hesitate to schedule a consultation and meet their friendly and experienced staff for yourself.
Okay, welcome back. It's officially the second quarter as we begin play here. The Eagles will have the first possession of this period. Bringing it down will be Adrian Schaub. She's the leading scorer for the Eagles as it's taken away by Glasby. She'll flip it over to Blust. Back now to Skaronski. She'll put it up, and this one rolls around and in. Nona Skaronski scores another made triple for the Snowbirds. That's their sixth made three-point field goal. And Skaronski is another Snowbird to score. She's the fifth Snowbird player to enter into the scoring column tonight. As the kids say, she's entered the chat, Nick.
Absolutely.
High ball screen up top for the Eagles. Schaub trying to shake loose of Alira Cook's defense. Over now near side to Mackenzie Schaub. Trying to back in against Glasby. Hook shot off the window, too strong. Here come the Snowbirds up by 16 points. Cross court it goes to Skaronski. She puts up the runner, up and in, off the window. Skaronski now with 5 points. 28-10 in favor of the Snowbirds. Once again, want to remind everyone we will have a double header tonight, so we'll have the Gaylord St. Mary boys playing against the Leelanau St. Mary boys after the conclusion of this game, so that'll be a fun one to watch and tune in for. Glasby left it wide open in transition, knocks it down. The Snowbirds are red hot, Nick. It might be -2 degrees out,
Yeah.
but the Snowbirds offense red hot right now. They're hotter than fish grease.
Yeah, they're putting some ice on this one right now.
11 points for Peyton Glasby. She's got 3 made three-pointers. 31-10, Gaylord St. Mary up. Schaub steps into the three and knocks it down. Excellent looking shot there for Adrian Schaub. She now has 11 points for the Eagles. 11 of their 13, Nick. How about that?
Yeah.
Wells drives baseline, has it blocked up top by Adrian Schaub. It actually might have been Everly West who got her hands on that one. That's a long two, rattles around and out for Bridget Kohler. Glasby in the corner, steps back now to Cook. Cook passes it over to Blust. Snowbirds really trying to operate in transition as Blust flips up the Euro step runner, no good.
That almost looked good from Blust.
We've got a timeout here taken by the Leelanau St. Mary Eagles. Nick, they're going to take a full timeout, try to reconvene and get the troops organized. We're going to take a timeout as well, and we'll be back in 30 seconds after this.
Vision Source and Gaylord Eye Care are proud to be offering their services to local communities across northern Michigan. With locations in Gaylord, Point City, Bel Air, and Sheboygan, they're committed to serving you and providing a trusted source of credentials and expertise. If you're struggling with anything vision related, then don't hesitate to schedule a consultation and meet their friendly and experienced staff for yourself.
Like that. Always gonna pull it. Got it! London has it. Left block. Slams it home.
The Glen Lake student section, they're pumped up. Okay, welcome back in. Second quarter of action underway. And you just saw the promo right there. The Michigan Boys Basketball Showcase will be returning to Traverse City, St. Francis High School, February 14th. That's 5 games, 10 great teams from around the state, all coming into Traverse City to play excellent basketball. If you don't have anything going on Saturday, February 14th, mark that on your calendar. Nick, we'll be there for that one. That is one great event.
I'm excited for my favorite 3 teams that are playing in it, and I can't wait to see how they do.
And the Eagles of Lake Leelanau St. Mary down by a score of 31-13. Out of the timeout, looking to set up some offense here as Adrian Schaub is guarded by Kaylee Jeffers. Schaub has 11 of the 13 Eagle points so far in the game, as she'll drive baseline, and it looks like she's called for a travel.
The Snowbirds knew that one was coming. Jeffers even had the hand signal in there. She was ready. Bluest up top, looking for Nona Skoronsky. Jeffers looks.
Corner kick. Yeah, I was just going to say, I thought they might take that shot. Glasby had an open look. Schaub in transition, and Schaub's got it. Put it in and count the foul going against Skoronsky. Adrian Schaub will go to the free throw line. Nick, she's got 13 points. The Baker's dozen, looking to make it 14 if she can knock down the free throw.
Yep. That foul was on Nona Skoronsky.
Free throw up and in for Schaub. 14 for her now, as the Eagles now with 16 points on the board. Gaylord St. Mary with a 15-point lead. Eagles come out of that timeout, put 3 points up on the board. Blust looks at the three-pointer, eventually turns it down. Over now to Skoronsky in the corner. Skip pass to Blust, driving against Schaub. Blust can't score, but the rebound comes out to, let's see, it's tapped off of the Snowbirds, so it'll be Eagle basketball. Nick, we were talking about the showcase earlier. You saw that promo, and what's your favorite game you think for that day? What do you think that'll be?
I'm pulling for the Menominee game.
So you think Menominee versus TC Central is going to be the best game?
Yep.
Very well could be. That should be a fun one. Menominee, if you're not familiar, won the Division VII State Football Championship this year, and
yep.
We saw them play here in Gaylord against Pewamo, Westphalia, and they won on a touchdown pass with like 18 seconds left in the game.
Yeah, I was actually, the coolest thing, I was at Lisa's Tavern with my cousins, and I was watching the whole score go down, and I'm like, wow. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I have Menominee winning in that game. I'm like, they just came back in the last second.
So they did win the state championship, and they've got a lot of those athletes that will be on the basketball squad as well. They only have one loss on the season, so that should be a fun one, Nick. I can see why you're excited for that one. A lot of people were excited for this one here tonight. Not often do we get these girl varsity and then boys varsity double headers in high school basketball anymore, and it's a special atmosphere that it creates and a very special environment that it will create here tonight as we are kicking off Catholic Schools Week, and that's part of the reason why these two teams have decided to come back and play this girls varsity, boys varsity doubleheader. Nick, we were here 3 years ago in 2023 when we had this event go down, and that was kind of the first year that they did this, and we were treated to two great basketball games that night. The Eagles of Lake Leelanau St. Mary and Gaylord St. Mary girls both made it, I believe, to a regional that year. The Lake Leelanau St. Mary Eagle boys made it to a regional final, and the Gaylord St. Mary boys that year made it to a regional semifinal. So that was a lot of fun back in 2023. Now here we are in 2026.
Yep.
Able to do this event, run it back, if you will.
Well, you can look at it this way too, Charles. You could. It's a way to bring everybody together as a community, as one.
It certainly is. And I mean, if you look up in the stands, I see a lot of different members of our parish community out here. I see some prestigious figureheads like Father Matthew Wigden, who is not only the vicar of the cathedral here in Gaylord, but a Lake Leelanau St. Mary graduate himself. So a lot to take in here tonight as Catholic Schools Week is being, we can't say kicked off because that's football, being tipped off.
Yeah.
Because that's a basketball. We'll go with that. Jeffers comes out of there with the rebound, passes up the floor. Blust able to track it down, comes back for it.
Here comes the leading point scorer for three. No good.
Yeah, I thought that one was just a little short as it left Kaylee Jeffers' hand. And this will bring Mackenzie Schaub down the floor with it. Eagles have kind of turned the tide a little bit as they're going to get this one up off the glass and no good as Blust has it. Here's a 3-on-3 even numbered break. Blust kicks it out to Glasby. Open look And around and out. It will be Eagle basketball. The Snowbirds have cooled down here recently, Nick, after that hot start they had earlier on in this game.
Yeah, as you almost saw right there, she almost banked that one for money. Just couldn't get it to go. They're going to retry here in a second.
Jeffers drives in, gets to the middle of the key, and we've got a foul called against the Eagles. Nick, did you see who that was on? Was it on?
Number 20.
Number 20, okay. Adrian Schaub picking up that foul. That's the team's first in this quarter. That one nearly drops in. Omani Switalski just had it teeter-totter on the rim, but Sahara Wells gets the interception and therefore has it taken away. Back to Switalski. How about that?
Oh.
And just physical play there, Nick. Let's call it that.
Yeah, it's like a physical wrestling match you see there. What teammate is going to take it down to the mat first? And out goes Blues. We'll bring back in O'Leary Cook.
Inbounded. Want to give a special shout out to Jessica Alcorn tonight, running all of our camera shots here and working very hard to get all those shots established and zoomed in and panned in as well, trained on the right area of focus. So
great job, Jess. Thanks for being here with us.
Yep, thanks for helping us out with all the camera shots that we've got here tonight. Eagles looking to inbound from right in front of the St. Mary bench. Deep three-pointer by Schaub, and she drills it. Nick, that was pretty sweet.
That was money. But here comes the Snowbirds with the V8 engine running smoothly.
And the engine sputters a little bit there as the Snowbirds turn it over. Schaub tries to step through. We've got a timeout here taken by Anya Tundro, the St. Mary girls head coach, the Eagles head coach, I should say. Hey, Nick, we're going to tell you about Schultz's Marathon gas station and party store located off of exit 301 on I-75. Fuel up your car and fuel up with some serious good pizza at Schultz's Marathon gas station and party store. Nick, like I said, exit 301 headed north on I-75. The Snowbirds, if you went to Inland Lakes on Wednesday night for that big Ski Valley showdown, you're likely able to stop into Schultz's party store and pick up whatever you needed, whether it was, you know, some pizza, some combos, some jerky, or, you know, some good 89 octane for your car. So.
Oh, yeah. I was watching that game the other night, and I commented in on your broadcast and said you can also get some cold Mountain Dew and a hot slice of pizza with it.
Whatever floats your boat, Nick. We've got 1 minute and 33 seconds left to go in this first half of play. Eagles and Snowbirds. Snowbirds up by a dozen. The lead was as large as 17 points. But the Lake Leelanau St. Mary Eagles have scored 6 straight. As this is Noelle Morio, an 8th grader out there, and the Eagles have relied on a couple of different 8th graders to give them key contributing minutes so far in this first half.
They better look out here because the Snowbird defense with the V8 engine is running.
Mackenzie Schaub with the basketball. 70 seconds left to go in this opening quarter of play. Dribble hands off to Morio. Shut off on the baseline. Finds an open teammate in Adrian Schaub. Goes down low. Back up top now to Schaub. Pump fake. Thought she was going to shoot that briefly. Then now she's going to take it. And this one's off the mark. Rebounded down low by Liberty Schaub. Back up top to Kohler. Stolen by Blust.
Intercepted by Blust. Here she comes.
It's a 1-on-2 break. Blust wisely peels it back around. And Switalski over now to Jeffers. Jeffers looking with the Snowbirds. They've got 33 seconds left to go in this first half of play. They'll likely take the last shot of the half.
Yep.
Sahara Wells catches for the Snowbirds.
Whoa.
This one is a spectator eliminator. If you're in the stands, you better beware and keep your eyes on a swivel.
Just like sitting at a MLB ballpark, you just got to
That was a
have
foul
a heads
ball.
Up. Yep.
Yeah.
Watch it because it's going to come in fast.
This one inbounded, stolen by Jeffers. It's a 2-on-1 over to Switalski. She is fouled. Count it. +1. Omani Switalski going to the free throw line. That's the first time the Snowbirds have scored, Nick, in over 4 minutes of game time action.
Yeah.
And Switalski has her first field goal of the game as well, Nick. How about that?
That's pretty impressive.
Free throw off the heel, too strong. Rebound comes out to Morio. Now the Eagles trying to advance up the floor quickly. Adrian Schaub has it tapped out of her hands by Wells.
Oh,
and they're going to say that the Snowbirds were on the baseline as they tried to save that one. So it'll still stay here with the Eagles.
Alara Cook just double-touched the ball there on the.
Well, she made a great defensive play, but when she finished making the play, she was standing on the baseline. So that official was right there to see that. As this one's inbounded, Kohler puts up the shot. Wells has the rebound. Jeffers with 2 seconds.
Leading point
Jeffers
scorer.
going to take the three-pointer and bury it. Kaylee Jeffers knocks it down before the buzzer sounds. That is another made Snowbird three-pointer before the half ends. After 2 quarters of play, Gaylord St. Mary's Snowbirds ends it on a 5-0 run, and they will take the 17-point lead to halftime. We'll step aside. When we come back, we will have the Gaylord Eye Care Center halftime recap show after this.
Vision Source and Gaylord Eye Care are proud to be offering their services to local communities across northern Michigan. With locations in Gaylord, Point City, Bel Air, and Sheboygan, they're committed to serving you and providing a trusted source of credentials and expertise. If you're struggling with anything vision related, then don't hesitate to schedule a consultation and meet their friendly and experienced staff for yourself.
Right back. Always going to pull it. Got it! London has it. Left block. Slams it home.
The Glen Lake student section, they're pumped up.
Are you interested in building a new home or renovating an existing one? With over 100 years of combined experience, J&J Construction is one of the most reliable and respected general contractors in our service area. J&J is a trusted construction partner valued by architects, subcontractors, financiers, and most of all, their clients. J&J Construction has been completing quality homes and improvement projects that add value to the communities they serve. They bring a passion for innovation and a commitment to quality to every job they do. Call them today.
Hi, it's Kevin Klein from TVC Airport. We're proud to help keep you connected to high school sports in Northern Michigan, so you can stay in the game all season long with TVC, your Northern Michigan connection.
Vision Source and Gaylord Eye Care are proud to be offering their services to local communities across northern Michigan. With locations in Gaylord, Point City, Bel Air, and Sheboygan, they're committed to serving you and providing a trusted source of credentials and expertise. If you're struggling with anything vision related, then don't hesitate to schedule a consultation and meet their friendly and experienced staff for yourself.
right back. Always going to pull it. Got it! London has it, left block, slams it home!
The Glen Lake student section, they're pumped up. All right, welcome into the Gaylord Eye Care Center halftime show. I'm Charles Strail, joined with my broadcast partner tonight, Nick Wenzel. Nick, you said before this game tipped off that the Snowbirds would make more than 5 3-pointers. So far, they've made 6, and your prediction looks like it's spot on. Let's run it back and do it again. How many made 3-pointers do you think the Gaylord St. Mary Snowbirds will make in this second half in this game alone?
I'm going to go 9.
So you're going to say that they make 9, so 3 more threes made.
Yep.
Okay, so Nick, hey, you were spot on in the first half. You said more than 5, they hit 6. Kaylee Jeffers, if you missed it, rewind the YouTube stream, hit the buzzer-beating 3-pointer just before the clock sounded. So the Snowbirds take a 17-point lead into the halftime intermission. 17 points was the largest the lead has been. And now that since they have that lead, we'll re-update it on our scoreboard because our scoreboard is lagging behind just a little bit. It's 36-19. And, well, if you're tuning in right now, it's because we're able to be here because of our fine sponsors tonight. Our halftime show presented by the Gaylord Eye Care Center, Nick. And you said it earlier. These refs, they're doing a good job tonight making some of those close calls. And we think it's because they went and took advantage of the free eye consultation at the Gaylord Eye Care Center.
Absolutely. They're seeing everything perfectly.
Usually we have the advantage of replay, so we can run it back if we think that a call needed to be re-examined with a finer tooth comb, and we haven't had to do that at all tonight. So the referees certainly taking advantage of having 20/20 vision, courtesy of our friends at the Gaylord Eye Care Center. The Gaylord Eye Care Center helping you get back to the top of your game, so that way you can see our broadcasts all season long in 20/20 vision and our 1080p 60 crystal clear high definition broadcasts all season long as well. We've got a lot more to talk about, Nick, and especially we'll be breaking down the boys broadcast, or the boys game, which will be on the same broadcast link here later on this evening. That'll be a fun one. And for the boys, Gaylord St. Mary, they've kind of hit a rough patch.
Yeah.
They've lost 2 of their last 3 games, and they lost to Inland Lakes and East Jordan both last week, and they also lost to Pellston on Saturday. They were able to beat Forest Area Fife Lake on Tuesday night, so they've actually lost 3 of their last 4, looking to get back to their winning ways. Do you think they'll be able to get it done tonight?
I think so.
It'll be Snowbirds and Eagles Part 2 coming up around 7 o'clock Eastern time tonight. So that's going to conclude our Gaylord Eye Care Center halftime show. We'll step aside one more time as we reload to get ready for the second half between the Eagles and the Snowbirds right here on Next Level Broadcasting. We'll be back after this.
Right back. Always going to pull it. Got it! London has it, left block, slams it home!
The Glen Lake student section, they're pumped up. And welcome back in to the Gaylord Eye Care Center halftime show. Charles Strail along with Nick Wenzel and Andy Bazinski here. Game 1 of 2 between the Eagles and the Snowbirds. After 2 quarters of play, the Gaylord St. Mary's Snowbirds up by 17, and they have that 17-point lead margin because they've made 6 3-pointers.
Yeah.
Let's go down the scoring so far for the Gaylord St. Mary's Snowbirds. With 11 points is Kaylee Jeffers. With 11 points is Peyton Glasby. Nona Skoronski with 5, Emery Blust with 3, Alira Cook with 4, and Omani Switalski with 2. For the Lake Leelanau St. Mary Eagles, Adrian Schaub is leading the way with 14 points for them. And then Mackenzie Schaub has 5. And the Schaubs are the only players on the roster to score so far here tonight. So the Snowbirds, Nick, had a little bit of a lull mid-second quarter where they weren't really able to score with good efficiency. The Eagles were able to, in the midst of that lull for the Snowbirds, go on a 6-0 run, but the Snowbirds were able to answer back and take a lead on the, regain that lead via Jeffers' buzzer beater at the end of that first half of play. So, Nick, what are you looking for here in the second half? Obviously, you think the Snowbirds are going to make 3 more three-pointers.
Yep.
Any other predictions?
I don't think so.
Let's talk about three-pointers or points for Adrian Schaub for the Eagles. She's got 14 points right now. How many points do you think she will finish with here tonight?
I'm going to say 14.
So you don't think she's going to score a single point in the second half?
No.
Okay. You think that Snowbird defense is really going to clamp down then, okay?
Yep. The V8 engine is coming out alive and ready to roar.
Let's see. I'm going to say she scores another 12 points, Nick. I think her jump shot's looking pretty good so far, and we'll see what's in store for the final 16 minutes of this game as we are back underway between the Snowbirds and the Eagles. Eagles come back out in that zone defense. It's like a 2-3, kind of 1-3-1 shape-shifting zone. Skoronski is going to tee up the three-pointer, and this one rattles around and out. Everything but go down through the net. Blust now drives in. One more to Glasby. Wide open in the corner. Sets, fires off the front of the rim. Rebounded here by, that's Liberty Schaub. And the Eagles have it coming back down the floor. Nearly stolen away. We've got a foul here called against the Snowbirds. That will be the first on Kaylee Jeffers. First team foul against the Snowbirds as well.
She's just playing with a little bit too much intensity right now.
We had a really fun first half of play, Nick. I mean, 6 made three-pointers by the Snowbirds, and Adrian Schaub is a player that's fun to watch for the Eagles. Three-pointer up and in for Adrian Schaub. Well, Nick, there goes your prediction.
Yep.
17 points now for Schaub as Jeffers catches it underneath. Swung over near side to Blust. She'll fire and knock it down. Emery Blust cans the triple. 6 points now in the game for Emery Blust. Snowbird lead, and it's stolen away. Jeffers can't make the layup. Glasby right there. And the Snowbirds are able to pad their stats as Glasby gets a rebound and 2 points.
Snowbirds are on fire right now with the defense.
Yeah, just looking to get another steal. Skoronski takes it away up top to Emery Blust. She just made a three-pointer. Snowbirds with 7 made threes in the game. Over now to Glasby. Sets, fires, and we've got...
Looks like the official's playing basketball down here.
No, he was calling Glasby for a travel, saying that her gather step that she had and initiated there to get her rhythm was too late, and it actually was a travel, as we nearly have a travel there by Mackenzie Schaub. Near or far side it goes. Schaub trying to back her way into the paint. Hook shot is good. That's a nice move there by Mackenzie Schaub. She's got 7 points now for the Eagles. Cook catches in the corner. Back to a 17-point lead. It was a 17-point lead at halftime as the Eagles get a takeaway in the hands of Bridget Kohler, but Cook takes it right back. Kicks it out to Jeffers. She'll set and fire. This one's down the hatch for Kaylee Jeffers. 14 points now for Jeffers to lead the Snowbirds in scoring. Leading scorer in the game is Adrian Schaub. Back to the corner to Glasby. 3-ball off the mark. Rebounded by Liberty Schaub. Stolen away by Jeffers, but we've got a jump ball, and it'll stay with the Eagles. So, Nick, the pace has certainly picked up here in this second half, hasn't it?
Yeah. The cylinders are running on all tanks right now. Skronsky will check out. We'll bring back in Sahara Wells.
So, Nick, we got Michigan and Ohio State playing tonight as well. Got a prediction for that one?
I'm gonna go with Michigan. That's my heart, where my heart is with my state.
Adrian Schaub fires from 3. Mackenzie Schaub able to get the rebound. Picks up her dribble, though, in the corner. It's fought for and controlled by Noelle Morio. Every inch on the basketball court is contested when the Snowbirds are playing defense, Nick.
Yeah.
Kohler has it guarded by Glasby. Nearly poked away. And this one was off of Kohler.
Looks like Glasby will inbound here to Bloost. See if the Snowbird engine can keep itself running.
Nick, it's certainly hard to keep running when it's this cold out, but the Snowbirds are still hot from deep.
Sahara Wells.
As Wells knocks in a triple. The first made field goal for Sahara Wells here tonight. As Lily Keister applying some serious ball pressure, the Eagles able to break it in the hands of Adrian Schaub, and she'll kick it out up top. This one off the mark. Mackenzie Schaub unable to get it to fall. Glasby up the floor, goes to Blues. Nice pass, and Blues finishes at the rim.
That was like a perfectly done first down pass.
That was a turnover for a touchdown as Glasby has another steal. Up to Jeffers, takes the 3 in transition, off the rim, no good. Blues has the offensive rebound. Snowbirds recollect here. Wells sets and fires off and rebounded by Schaub. That's Mackenzie Schaub who comes away with that rebound. We've got a timeout taken by the Eagles. Anya Tundra wants to settle things down and try to regather her group's focus. As the Snowbird lead has ballooned to 25. They've outscored the Eagles here in this third quarter by 8 points so far, as it was a 17-point halftime lead for the Eagles, and now the Snowbird lead rests comfortably at 25 points, Nick. The three-point shooting has continued for the Gaylord St. Mary's Snowbirds. They already have 3 made three-pointers in this quarter. You said that they would finish the game with 9. They have 9 right now.
Yep.
Do you want to reassess and change your prediction?
Nope.
Okay, so you're going to stay at 9.
Staying at 9.
Okay. Let's see how right you will be tonight, Nick. Snowbirds with 9 three-pointers made here. 3:36 left to go in the third quarter.
Should we do a quick ad before we do it?
Not yet. We're going to check the YouTube chat line.
Because I was going to say, I got a good one. I got another good one.
We got Craig Jeffers saying go Birds, and we've got East Bay Slay saying go Rosie Schaub, number 30. So that, I guess we got to check in on that. And then Tom Pratt saying, giving a shout out to our cameraman Andy Bazinski here. Yeah, thanks for tuning in, Tom.
Tom, what about me? Come on, man.
Oh, Nick, it's not all about you, dude. Come on.
I like to give Tom a hard time. Here comes Jeffers to Glasby.
Nick, we got a Friday night home game, and this is something that the Snowbirds have had, unlike this type of atmosphere where we have a girls varsity game and then a boys varsity game. Just looking around through the stands.
Yeah. The community atmosphere is alive and well.
Really, really cool to see.
This is what I always wish for, is that the community would come together and just bring more people and make more friends and family.
Cook teeing up the three-pointer, knocks it down. How about that? Snowbirds continuing their hot shooting. That's their 10th made three-pointer, Nick.
It is. Playing well. 7
points now for Alira Cook, as there's a baseball pass caught by Kohler at the rim. And that was a nice completion there.
It was. Here comes the leading point scorer up.
For the Snowbirds, Jeffers, one more to Wells. Can they continue their hot shooting streak? No, they cannot. Mackenzie Schaub rips down the rebound in the hands of Liberty Schaub.
Double teamed.
Yeah, there's just no space to breathe when you're going against the Snowbird defense.
The Snowbird engine is running hot.
Adrian Schaub is trapped in the corner looking for an open teammate, and we've got a timeout taken by Pat Schultz.
Yep.
Or no, just a turnover.
Yep.
Turnover against the Eagles.
Jeffers will check out, and we'll bring back in Omani Switowski.
So the 5 on the floor for the Snowbirds are Blust, Cook, Wells, Glasby, and Switowski. Near or far side it goes, working against this zone. Snowbirds get it to the high post. Wells with it now in the hands of Blust. Cook. Here come the Snowbirds passing around the perimeter. Look to see if they can get something on the baseline as Glasby has it rotating up top.
The Snowbirds are having a hard time here rotating the ball.
It's pretty daring to play zone defense against a team that's made 10 3-pointers. But the Eagles right now on this possession are doing a good job of closing off the gaps, not allowing the Snowbirds any easy penetration to get toward the rim as Blust kind of sidesteps a defender. Wells with it up top. Glasby in the corner, now to Cook. Cook puts up the floater off the glass, too strong, rebounded by Kohler. And Bridget Kohler is going to bring this one down, and it's tapped away from behind. That's the Snowbirds' trademark defensive brand right there. Tapping away those dribblers, or tapping away the ball from those dribblers, because, you know, that is how they get a lot of steals, Nick.
Yeah, Cook was on her tail with that one. She was in hot pursuit, ready to go get the ball.
Inside it goes.
Here's
Switowski with the thievery, but she might be called for a travel. Yeah, she was. Good job by Omani Switowski. Switowski with her first game back after recovering from a little bit of flu-like symptoms.
Yep. Glad to see her back.
52-26. The Snowbirds have doubled up the Eagles here tonight as Blust has the takeaway. Up the floor goes to Jeffers.
Here comes leading point scorer. No good.
And Switowski off and in off the glass.
Whoa.
And Omani Switowski makes her impact felt as she's got her second made field goal. 4 points for Omani.
She also took a tumble to the floor down there, as you saw. It was getting a little scrappy.
As here's a layup attempted but no good by Noelle Morio. She'll go to the free throw line, however, as she took some contact and will get a chance to go to the charity stripe for 2 shots. Actually, excuse me, they're going to call that on the floor. I thought that might be in the act of shooting, but I've been wrong again. And
I did not see who that was even on.
I've been wrong before, and now I'm wrong again as the Eagles try to go down low to West, and it's stolen away. Jeffers goes way up the floor to Cook, and Cook puts up the layup and is fouled. We've got 46 seconds left to go in this third quarter. Lyra Cook will go to the free throw line shooting 2.
She is an aggressive player for the Snowbirds, tell you that.
Nick, can you believe the Snowbirds have made 10 3-pointers in this game?
Yeah, I can't even believe it.
First of 2 at the line for Cook, no good.
That's an ounce's curse.
30 of their 54 points, Nick.
Yeah.
Coming from deep. That's pretty impressive. Second free throw good for Cook. 55-26 now as Cook adds to that Snowbird lead. Cook now with 8 points in the ball game.
It's basically the thing that wins games for you is you got to make your free throws.
Make the free throws, get turnovers.
Yep.
Snowbirds red hot from deep tonight as well. Emery Blust leading the charge. Up the floor goes to Jeffers and unable to finish that one. That was one that Kaylee Jeffers usually makes in her sleep. I think she's a little bit surprised that she missed that as well, Nick.
Yeah, she even knew that one. She was in shock. She's like, I don't even know how I missed that one.
I think she was almost smiling and smirking about it like, man, did I really just miss that? Over it goes to Cook. She'll drive in, handles it, but it's blocked up top by Schaub. That was Liberty Schaub who got the block.
Here comes Noah from behind.
And, yeah, I mean, you see the Snowbirds, they always come from behind to tap the ball away. We've got a held ball to stay here with the Lady Eagles.
It is a wrestling match right now.
Yeah, it has been. I mean, there's been a lot of physicality so far. I believe we've already had now 5 or more references to the possession arrow as this one's inbounded to Schaub. She's going to attack the basket aggressively but missed the layup. Jeffers advances to Blust. Corner kick now to Skaronski. She's got to put it up. Sidesteps the defender. Pull up Jay off the mark and no good. But the Snowbirds increased their 17-point halftime lead. Now, Nick, they've got a 29-point lead going into the fourth quarter of play. So they add 12 more points to their margin, and we'll step aside. Fourth quarter coming up in 60 seconds here on Next Level Broadcasting's production of high school girls varsity basketball, featuring the Lake Leelanau St. Mary Eagles and the Gaylord St. Mary Snowbirds. Stay tuned. We'll be back.
Are you interested in building a new home or renovating an existing one? With over 100 years of combined experience, J&J Construction is one of the most reliable and respected general contractors in our service area. J&J is a trusted construction partner valued by architects, subcontractors, financiers, and most of all, their clients. J&J Construction has been completing quality homes and improvement projects that add value to the communities they serve. They bring a passion for innovation and
Okay, here we are, start of the fourth quarter. Snowbirds with basketball. Glasby puts up the three-pointer, no good, but she gets her own miss and misses again.
Glasby gets a foul on that one.
Yeah, she drew the foul. Or no, she's called for the foul, excuse me. First foul against the Snowbirds. That will be the second foul against Peyton Glasby. (55-26). Snowbirds up by 29 points here in this one. Coming up at 7 o'clock, we'll have the Snowbird boys versus the Eagle boys. That'll be a dandy of a basketball game as well, Nick.
I'm excited. Get to see my two boys play their game. Cal Royce and Cooper McKinley.
Here's Adrian Schaub working against Glasby. Swings it up top to Mackenzie Schaub. Has it out on the perimeter, guarded by Jeffers very closely. Now Adrian working against Glasby yet again. Snowbirds have played man-to-man defense all night long. They're still staying in that man-to-man defense even after they drop back from this pressure look. Inside it goes. Adrian Schaub trying to get around Keister. She does, but misses the layup. Lily Keister tries to tap her and save it, but it will stay here with the Eagles out of bounds.
Nice effort by the Snowbirds to keep that from going out of bounds. They're going to go with my favorite play, which we cannot mention.
Inbounded to Emily West. This one's too strong.
Too much mustard.
Glasby catches in transition. Wide open look for Jeffers. She'll take the three-pointer off the rim and rebounded here by Mario. Tapped out of bounds. It'll be St. Mary basketball, I believe. Well, it'll be St. Mary basketball one way or another, Nick, as we've got Gaylord St. Mary and Lake Leelanau St. Mary, but this one will be in favor of the Snowbirds.
Looks like we'll get it back to the leading point scorer here. Bloost finds Skoronsky. 4-3, no good.
Yep, rebounded by Adrian Schaub, who got away with a carry as she crossed half court. Stolen by Jeffers. Here come the Snowbirds now as they have another turnover.
Ooh.
Jeffers fouled by Schaub as Jeffers hits the deck. That'll be a nice raspberry on the knee.
She even thought that was funny. She's like, man, there was so much contact there. That's not even funny, man.
First, I believe that's the actually second team foul against Adrian Schaub.
Here she comes for revenge.
Just over 6 minutes left to play in this fourth quarter. Glasby catches, sets, fires, knocks it down. Assist to Nona Skoronsky finding Glasby, and that for Glasby, Nick, is her .16th point.
Yeah.
As Skoronsky has the takeaway for the Snowbirds. Finds Kaylee Jeffers. Snowbird lead 32. Swing, Blust drives in. One more to Jeffers, wide open shot, 3-ball is in. That's the 12th made three-pointer of the game for the Snowbirds, Nick.
Absolutely. Like I said earlier, the engine is roaring alive tonight.
Jeffers now with 17 points in the game as Mackenzie Schaub catches, guarded by Jeffers, and the Snowbird defense is just so persistent. It doesn't stop. And we've got a timeout taken here by the Eagles. And, well, you know, Nick, as the Eagles take a timeout, you got any special shout-outs you want to give? But before we do, let's check the YouTube chat. We got Sarah Morio saying, shout out to her favorite 8th graders, repping the St. Mary Eagles, Noel, Liberty, Emery, Hope, Everly, and Liberty. All right, well, thank you for tuning in, Sarah. Thanks for chiming in on our YouTube chat. We appreciate that. And obviously, we'll have another game here tonight. Hopefully, it's a little more competitive than the one we've had here. But the main storyline so far, the Gaylord St. Mary's Snowbirds have made a dozen three-pointers. And any team who knocks down 12 threes in a game, it's going to be hard to keep pace with that type of offensive output.
Absolutely.
Any shout-outs you want to give tonight, Nick?
Well, first one's going to go out to Golf Gaylord.
Yeah.
Tony Jacobson.
Hey, you know what they say, Golf Gaylord, when you get too old for basketball or basketball really starts to hurt your joints and muscles, there's always golf.
Yep. Hey, while we got a second, why don't we tell you about that? If you need a little practice in your golf swing, make sure you need to go visit Tony Jacobson right here at Golf Gaylord in downtown Gaylord. And
no better time than right now to get ready for an upcoming golf season than in the winter.
Yep, I'll be doing some golf.
They got an indoor simulator at Golf Gaylord, and if you need those clubs changed a little bit, new grips put on, they can do everything for you before you get out on the course this summer.
Yep.
Obviously, you're not out on the course today here in Michigan.
Nope.
As Blust has the steal, and she's fouled from behind.
And my last shout out is going to be to Father Roman right here in front of me, right behind the scores table, up in the center row. It's really cool that we have all the priests and
yeah, we've got a lot of priests here
in the house. Yep. Yeah. Father Roman's right here in front of me.
Got Father Matthew Wigden as well.
Yep.
In the house, and we got a foul here as Peyton Glasby drew some contact, and she'll go to the free throw line, presumably for 2 shots.
Yep.
And that'll be the second team foul.
While we're waiting on the free throw, I want to say a quick thank you to Father Roman for all the times he's been there, encouraging me to uplift me in my spirits and just keep me in a rightful good place. So thank you, Father Roman. Appreciate you.
First free throw good for Peyton Glasby. Glasby now with 17 points and now 18. She's got 18 points to lead the Snowbirds.
The Snowbirds are ready down low, waiting to get the engine restarted.
Adrian Schaub on the perimeter, guarded by Sahara Wells. And this one off the mark, rebound by Liberty Schaub. Adrian with the basketball right now.
Looks like it's going to stay Eagle basketball here. Pat Schultz directing his team to what they want to do.
Nick, I think they're going to stay man-to-man defense and get a steal.
And stolen away, speaking of which, by the leading point scorer. Hands it off to Sahara Wells for 2.
Nick, I hate to burst your bubble, but the leading scorer for the Snowbirds is actually Peyton Glasby. Jeffers one behind her. And the leading scorer for the Eagles is Adrian Schaub with 17.
Here comes the Snowbird defense, Loud, proud, and strong. Zahara Wells looks up to Bloost.
See if Emery can make. Oh, nice jump
Nice
stop.
move. Oh.
Playing off of 2 feet. Glasby collects the rebound.
Oh.
Can't make it. Got another rebound. Jeffers sets, fires, 3-ball. You betcha. Now Kaylee Jeffers is the leading scorer for the Snowbirds, Nick. She's got 20.
Absolutely.
68-26. 19 for Adrian Schaub. 7 for Mackenzie Schaub. This one is knocked around, and it'll be a foul called against the Snowbirds. Lily Keister gets whistled for that one. Second team foul against the Snowbirds. And while we have an opportunity to do so, Nick, we want to tell you about Mama Leone's. Established in 1953, Mama Leone's has been serving up their world-class Italian cuisine and pizza. A family-owned restaurant and the official post-game gathering place of the Gaylord St. Mary Snowbirds. See you after the game or on the weekends at Mama Leone's, located on 2583 South Otsego Avenue in Gaylord. And Mama Leone's also wants you to know that their catering menu is fully available for your winter, spring, and high school graduation parties. So if you're a parent out there planning that high school graduation party for your senior, call Mama Leone's so you don't have to worry about the cooking. Leave that to Mama Leone's.
Charles, let me ask you something real quick.
Yeah.
What's your favorite pizza you get all the time at Mama Leone's?
Oh man, I like the Italian pizza, the Italian sausage with the pepperoni and the mozzarella cheese.
All right, you're going on the good town there. That sounds good.
Amani Switalski takes the three-pointer, and she makes it as well. It's a three-point parade for the Gaylord St. Mary's Snowbirds. They are hotter than fish grease.
You could hear that one from over here. Omani's celebrating.
Oh, my gosh. Omani with 7 points now in the game. 13, or maybe even more than 13, maybe 14 three-pointers now made for the Snowbirds as we have a running clock.
Yeah.
Now being initiated here in the game as the Snowbirds lead has gone over 35 points.
I don't know if you could hear Omani down there on the floor, but we sure heard it from up here going, yeah. She was excited.
I think she was pretty pumped up to knock down that three-pointer, Nick.
She was excited for that one.
As there's a free throw made by Mackenzie Schaub. Schaub with 8 points in the game. We've got a timeout taken by the Eagles as the clock stops. As that 35-point margin is now, potentially could be erased with one more made free throw.
Yep.
Or has been with that made free throw by Schaub.
Well, Charles, we got a second. Should we remind people again about the showcase tournament that's coming up?
Not right now. In a little bit we will. We want to give a shout out to the Traverse City Cherry Capital Airport. Hey, dreaming of the sun and the sand? TVC Cherry Capital Airport, they can take you there. Whether it's to Florida beaches, the Caribbean, or to hit the links in Phoenix, fly nonstop on Allegiant or with just one stop on American, Delta, or United. Hey, let's book that winter vacation or spring break vacation right now with 20 nonstop destinations served by all 7 airlines, including Avelo and Sun Country. Don't miss out. Their seats are filling fast. Now's the time to book your 2026 spring break vacation. TVCairport.com can help take you there as Schaub misses the second of 2. Skoronski. Now Keister's going to set and fire from 3, and that draws some smiles from the Gaylord St. Mary coaching staff. It's been a good week for Gaylord St. Mary. The girls, they've beaten the other best team in the Ski Valley this week, and the Inland Lakes Bulldogs, and now they've got a commanding lead over the Eagles of Lake Leelanau St. Mary. So if you're Gaylord St. Mary, you're pretty pleased with how this week has gone.
Cook with a rebound. Slowly bringing it up. Noticing the clock is winding.
Over to Lily Keister.
Yep.
Now in the corner to Sahara Wells.
Now they're going to go into that zone.
Yep, staying in the zone. Snowbirds, I don't think will take another shot here, Nick. They're going to pull this one and dribble it out and run down the remaining 13 seconds of game time. So the Snowbirds will have another victory and improve to 10-1 on the season, Nick. How about that?
Yeah. That's a pretty good season so far. The Birds are fighting well, and the engine is still alive.
And coming up next for the Gaylord St. Mary Snowbirds, they will be back to Ski Valley Conference play. And when they return to Ski Valley action, they will be here taking on Pelston on the 29th of January. So they get a nice little break here during January to kind of rest, recover, get healthy. However, if you're the Snowbirds, you probably don't want that break because they just made 14 three-pointers in a game, Nick. You probably want to play another game right now.
Yeah.
So we're going to step aside. The boys' game will be coming up. We'll have our pregame show in 15 minutes. Keep it locked right here on Next Level Broadcasting because we've got another great game coming up in 20 minutes.
I am.
We're going to stand up right here.
Okay.
All right, welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to part 2 of our 2-game varsity doubleheader tonight between the Gaylord St. Mary's Snowbirds and the Lake Leelanau St. Mary Eagles. Want to welcome you here courtside. Charles Sturrell along with Nick Wenzel, Andy Bazinski, our cameraman here tonight from the Monsignor Kaminsky Gymnasium in Gaylord, Michigan. Nick, it's 2 degrees out right now. It's warmed up a little bit. Thanks to the Gaylord St. Mary girls who were so hot from 3 tonight. They made 14 three-pointers. They warmed up the temperature in the surrounding area by a couple of ticks here because just how well they shot the basketball.
Absolutely.
We got the boys game coming up right now, the Snowbirds and the Eagles. Let's once again reset. How many made Snowbird three-pointers do you think we'll see in this game?
I'm going to go more.
So more than 6?
I'm going to go more than 7.
Okay, more than 7 made three-pointers for the Snowbirds. How about for the Eagles?
Eagles, I'm going to stay at 5 for them.
Okay, 5 made threes for the Eagles, 7 for the Snowbirds. We're going to send it over to public address announcer Heather Glasby as we get ready for our opening prayer and national anthem. Stay tuned. As we said, we got a special opening prayer here tonight as we have Bishop Walsh in the house.
Yep.
And it's a special opportunity when you get these opportunities between these 2 diocesan schools as they're meeting here, and an awesome moment there at half court before the game.
Just want to thank all of our fathers and our bishops in the house tonight.
So once again, we're going to tune in to Heather Glasby, our public address announcer, and she has the mic.
Awesome teams, please show good sportsmanship towards the players, coaches, and officials. We remind you in Michigan that high school sports connect character to competition, and good sports are winners. We begin tonight, and thanks and prayer with Bishop.
Good evening, everyone. It's wonderful that there's so many people here tonight on a cold, wintry night. We welcome all of our priests. Let's give it up for the Lake Leelanau people who travel all the way. A little research before the game. Lake Leelanau, St. Mary's, was established in 1887. St. Mary's Gaylord in 1894. Let's give it up for over 250 years of combined Catholic education. So let us bow our heads in prayer. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Lord, bless our athletes from St. Mary's Lake Leelanau and St. Mary's Gaylord. Give them a spirit of competition that will bring out their best physical performance, their best mental focus, and their best spiritual virtues. Lord, bless also all our athletes' parents and their families who gather here tonight. Keep us united as one family of faith through our schools and our parishes. As we celebrate the gift of Catholic education during this Catholic Schools Week, help us all appreciate the development of body, mind, and spirit in students and teachers alike that is meant to enrich our lives on earth and set us on the course to heaven. Amen. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Now please remain standing as they draw your attention to the flag of the United States of America above the stage. Please remember those who have given their lives defending our flag and country. Gentlemen, please remove your hats, and veterans, please give the appropriate salute and join us in honoring God and the country in the singing of our national anthem by Ms. Lydia DeKent, Ms. Alice Wall, Ms. Taylor Dureski, and Ms. Gia Cadet.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light?
All right, Nick, you ready for some basketball?
I am.
Here we go. Let's get it started. Starting for the Lake Leelanau St. Mary Eagles on the boys' side here tonight. It will be number 13, James Bunick, to go along with number 33, Rex Bunick. In addition to that, it'll be number 12, Josh Bunick. 15, Oliver Mitchell. And number 42, Cody Couturier.
And now for the Snowbirds. Number 0, Joe Jacobson. Number 3, Cal Royce. Number 11, Nathan O'Connell. Number 12, Cooper McKinley. Number 55, Charlie Cameron. Your Snowbirds are coached by Coach Rich Moffitt.
And the Eagles, Nick, coached by Jim Bunick and Avery Bunick. I think we're going to have a really entertaining game of basketball here tonight between these two teams. The 6 and 4 Eagles and the 7 and 4 Snowbirds. So obviously, Nick, you look at this roster for the Eagles, you got to watch out for the Bunicks.
Yeah, they're tough.
They are certainly at the top of the scouting report. Let's see if the Snowbirds can bounce back here. Losers of 3 out of 4 games.
But just think of it this way. The Snowbirds also have their 3 toughest players on the team. Nathan O'Connell, Joey, and Cal Royce.
As this one's controlled by McKinley, and he scores the opening basket of the first quarter.
Nice job by McKinley there.
Down low it goes. This is Mitchell, guarded by Charlie Cameron. Little backdoor cut that gets away from the Eagles. That was Josh Bunick who tried to find a backdoor cut, but they weren't able to connect. Joe Jacobson drops a pass to Charlie Cameron. He powers up and he's whistled for the travel.
Yeah, you got to be a little careful there. You can't take a step before you shoot.
Officials tonight are Buddy Hanel, Earl Hartzell, and Joel Moore. Charles Strail along with Nick Wenzel and Andy Bazinski here running our production. As Mitchell turns around and we've got a foul here called against the Snowbirds on a blockout. Actually, this one going against the Eagles. This one will be called against Rex Bunick, his first, team's first.
Here comes O'Connell, hands it off to Royce. Royce back to O'Connell.
Yeah, Snowbirds will have to be ready for this pressure. They get it to McKinley at the free throw line. McKinley sets up Royce. Down low it goes to Charlie Cameron. This one was turned over by the Snowbirds. I thought it might have been deflected there by the Eagles, Nick, but our baseline official says otherwise.
Yep, that was just a little bit too much heat put on by Royce.
Yeah.
He turned up the grill heat too much.
Far side it goes to James Bunick. Up top now to Josh Bunick, and there's a cut stolen away by Nathan O'Connell on the block into the hands of Cal Royce as the Snowbirds moving in transition. Pull up three-pointer for Royce, off the mark. Rebounded by Josh Bunick for the Eagles. He'll put his shoulder down, come across to the free throw line, step through move, and blocked by Cameron. One more try for Bunick, and it's good. And the first points of the game for the Eagles scored by Josh Bunick.
Here comes Royce. O'Connell, McKinley.
Yeah, Eagles going with a little man-to-man defense. Pull-up jump shot by Cal Royce. And Rex Bunick gives a parting shot to Nathan O'Connell as he ran right through the screen.
Yep.
No foul called, and that's just how this game's going to be played. You got to bring some physicality if you want to play in between these lines, Nick.
Yep. You can see McKinley is hyping up his team over here. He's ready to set and run, rock and roll.
2 minutes into this first quarter of play between the Eagles and the Snowbirds. Driving in is Mitchell, trying to fling a pass over to the corner, and Oliver Mitchell draws a foul.
Yep, Jacobson.
That'll be the first against Joe Jacobson, first against the Snowbirds. Oh, nice pass underneath, and getting the easy basket is Cody Courtier.
Here comes Jacobson looking. Trying to find somebody open here. Jacobson looking for an opportunity.
Yeah, going down low to Charlie Cameron. That's the second time the Snowbirds have turned it over on a post-entry pass. And that's a tough one. You just got to be a little more cautious when throwing those passes. Create a good angle.
Yeah. If I were a coach, I would say, hey, we got to start being a little bit more responsible with the ball.
Here's Mitchell spinning his way, trying to get past Charlie Cameron. Back up top now to Cody Courtier. Puts it on the deck, maybe out of control a little bit. Bunick has the rebound, and it's underneath. Nathan O'Connell rips it away. Even numbered break, 3-on-3. Royce step through move, blocked. And this will be out of bounds. It'll stay here with the Snowbirds. So the pace of play here, pretty high. The physicality, even higher. Inbound into Cameron. Now Royce guarded by Rex Bunick. Corner goes to McKinley. He'll fire from deep. No good. A rebound comes out to James Bunick. Check that. Yeah, that's correct. James Bunick now over to Courtier. Courtier trying to back in. Swings it out to Rex Bunick. He'll drive baseline against McKinley. Flips it up off of his own head, and Charlie Cameron has the rebound for the Snowbirds now.
Nice job by Charlie Cameron.
Jacobson finds Cameron for the 15-foot turnover. Thought he was going to shoot the shot, but that's the third Snowbird turnover here in the first quarter. Mitchell catches, guarded by Cameron. Into the hands now of Josh Bunick, and this layup no good. Rebound comes out to Mitchell. Good job by James Bunick to tap that one and keep it alive. Down low, scoring it for the Eagles. That's 6 straight points for Lake Leelanau St. Mary, as Josh Bunick has made 2 field goals for the Eagles. 6 points here in this game. It's a 30-second timeout, Nick. We're going to keep it right here and just talk about all of our sponsors here tonight. We got a special game, actually 2 games here on Next Level Broadcasting. We want to personally thank J&J Construction, the Gaylord Eye Care Center, Professional Seamless Gutters, Schultz's Marathon Gas Station and Party Store, as well as Golf Gaylord and the Traverse City Cherry Capital Airport, and J&J Construction for making this game possible for you to watch from wherever you're watching, or if you were tuning in to watch the dance presentation by some of the elementary schoolers here tonight. That was also pretty cool. So,
and we forgot to mention Mama Leone's.
And Mama Leone's as well, Nick. Mama Leone's our first quarter sponsor here tonight of the boys varsity game. If you're getting hungry, Mama Leone's, or if you're starting to plan those senior graduation parties, Mama Leone's got the catering you can trust. As Cal Royce goes baseline and finds an open Cash Weissel, who has just checked in for the Snowbirds. He's going to drive in, put it on the deck, jump stop, trying to find Wall, and is stolen away. Courtier has the steal. 4th Snowbird giveaway. Courtier driving in, kicks it out to Bunick, lining up a long ball, and it's in. Splashdown for the Eagles, and James Bunick makes the first 3-point field goal of the game for the Lake Leelanau St. Mary Eagles. Largest lead now, 7 points, 9-2. Gaylord St. Mary looking for an answer. They have not scored since the first possession of the game. That's over 4 minutes of time, as it was on that opening tip-off that Cooper McKinley scored. McKinley up top. Far side it goes to Royce. He'll take the 3, short. Rebound comes out to Mitchell, and that's something the Snowbirds haven't done so far as rebound. The Eagles are really controlling the glass as Mitchell takes the floater off. Rebounded by Wall. Royce trying to push tempo, finds Nathan O'Connell. He'll drive in for the pull-up jump shot. Off the heel. Could not get that one to go off the glass.
The Snowbirds are having a hard time right now trying to find their shot rhythm.
James Bunick shut off. Josh Bunick's going to tee up the 3 and knock it down. Josh Bunick drops in another one. That's back-to-back 3s by the Eagles. And head coach Rich Moffitt's going to take a timeout as the Snowbirds are down by 10 after the Eagles have come out here strong. We'll step aside and be back in 1 minute. You're watching this presentation of boys varsity high school basketball here on Next Level Broadcasting. Stay tuned.
Hello, I'm Orion Beningo, but you might know me for my business as in, you guessed it, everything gutters. New installation, replacements, cleaning, leaf guards, rain chains, and much more. But unlike many service providers, when you call Professional Seamless Gutters, you get me, Orion, not some bum intern or call center recording. So when you're contemplating any services regarding the gutters on your home or pole barn, think Professional Seamless Gutters.
Hi, it's Kevin Klein from TVC Airport. We're proud to help keep you connected to high school sports in Northern Michigan, so you can stay in the game all season long with TVC, your Northern Michigan connection.
And here we are, welcome in. Snowbirds with it, down by 10. It's a 12-0 run right now for the Lake Leelanau St. Mary Eagles as Nathan O'Connell catches, puts it on the deck, puts it up and around and out. Got his own miss. He's fouled. He'll go to the free throw line for a pair as the Snowbirds coming out of the timeout trying to get something set up for Nathan O'Connell. He's fouled, and that is the second team foul against the Lake Leelanau St. Mary Eagles. Foul called on Josh Bunick, to my knowledge, as O'Connell sets and fires for the first of two, and that rattles around and out. Free throw shooting has been a problem so far this year for the Gaylord St. Mary's Snowbirds, and right now Gaylord St. Mary's seeing if they can try and scratch and claw their way back into this game. Down by 10 after a hot shooting start here in this first quarter by the Lake Leelanau St. Mary Eagles.
Yeah, they're the Eagles so far in driver's seat, but the Snowbirds are just having a hard time trying to find the shot and momentum rhythm.
Nathan O'Connell drops in the second of two free throws as he's got his first point of the game. Snowbirds able to set up this full court pressure. Caught near half court by Collins as Garrett Collins has checked into the game. We've got a whistle and a foul called against Collins for the Eagles. That's his first, team's third, so a turnover by the Eagles gives it back to the Snowbirds.
Yep. If I were the Snowbirds, I just need to go strong here to the board and go through the paint and try to get a way in.
Yeah, the Eagles right now going into a 2-3 zone defense. Joe Jacobson wheels around the perimeter. Cash Weissel shot fake, drives in, kicks it out. Cal Royce now driving in. Lefty layup is off the rim. Tough luck miss for Royce as Collins boards for the Eagles. That's one the Snowbirds got to have. As Josh Bunick catches, going baseline. Up top now to Cordier. He'll drive in. Lefty layup too strong. O'Connell has the rebound. Here come the Snowbirds, down by 9. Nathan O'Connell at the controls, finds Cal Royce. Royce trying to go down low to Charlie Cameron, who's catching it. Turn around, back out to Royce. Shot fake, pull up Jay from the 15-foot line is good. Cal Royce now 1 for 3 from the field, knocks, or 1 for 4, check that, as he knocks in his first points.
Yep, he finally gets one to go.
There's Collins, swarmed as he finds Cordier. These two teams did not play last year, but played 2 years ago, Nick. You and I were at that game over at Lake Leelanau St. Mary.
Absolutely.
Cordier backing down Cal Royce, spinning to his right shoulder. Too strong. Collins has an offensive rebound. And the Eagles are really offensive rebounding with authority as Jacobson has it.
Speed demon.
Here's the pace pusher. Royce, as Weissel nearly loses it. Now to O'Connell. He'll take the three. Too strong. And Charlie Cameron is whistled for the offensive foul push in the back. And for Charlie Cameron, that will be his first personal foul, the team's second.
Yeah, you can't push a player while the shot's occurring.
Eli Switalski checks in for the Snowbirds, replacing Cameron. We also have William Cruzel has checked in for the Eagles, as we've got 16 seconds left in this opening quarter of play. Turnover. Jacobson has it. Jacobson's going to score it as well.
you got to look out for him on the floor for the Snowbirds because he's fast and efficient.
Here's Rex Bunick trying to dribble through traffic. Bodies hit the ground, and that's how the first quarter will come to a play. The Snowbirds end on a 5-0 run. We'll step aside and come back for the second quarter of action after these messages. Here we are officially in the second quarter as the Eagles have the first possession here. Driving down low to Mitchell. Cut off by a couple of Snowbirds. This one's in. A nice two-pointer to start the quarter by Mitchell. Dribble handoff to Cash Weissel. He'll put up the shot. A little bit errant, and Courtier has the rebound for the Eagles. Weissel coming in playing some hard defense for the Snowbirds. It's a 7-14 advantage for the Eagles. Over now to James Bunick. He's going to take the long three-pointer off the front of the rim. Rattles around and out, but James Bunick there to clean it up. Actually, check that. That's Josh Bunick again. We're going to get that straightened around. As Cash Weissel drops a pass off to Charlie Cameron. The Eagles have scored the first 4 points of this second quarter. Weissel with a little show and go move. Now driving in. Takes some contact, puts it up and in. So Cash Weissel has made his first appearance in the scorers column. Snowbirds back down by 7. Eagles calmly breaking this pressure as Mitchell catches, flips it over far side to James Bunick. Now Josh Bunick at the controls as the Bunicks are doing a lot of the heavy lifting here so far for the Eagle offense. Josh Bunick leading scorer in the game. He's got 8. Into the hands of Rex Bunick. Nearly stolen away by Jacobson. And we have our winning 50-50 winner joining us, Nick Wenzel. Are you going to Disneyland, Nick?
I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, my heart is racing right now.
Rex Bunick inbounding and has it for the Eagles. Now over to Josh Bunick, leading scorer in the game. Mitchell catches at the high post. Back to Josh Bunick. He's going to pull, and he's going to bury the triple. Josh Bunick with 11. 10-point lead now, largest it has been all game long, as the Eagles have once again made it a double-digit margin over the Snowbirds. Cooper McKinley is back into the game, finds Cal Royce. Royce kicks it out, and we've got a foul. And this foul's called against Rex Bunick. That'll be his second personal foul and the first personal foul of the quarter for the Eagles. Nick, this game's got a lot of tempo to it, doesn't it?
It does.
Royce goes up to O'Connell. Now to McKinley. He's going to take the three-pointer. This one's off to the left.
Oh.
We've got another foul called on the floor. And it's called against Charlie Cameron, and that'll be Cameron's second and the Snowbirds' first of the quarter. So Charlie Cameron will come out of the game, replaced by Wall. Josh Bunick to go along with James Bunick, bringing the ball down the floor for the Eagles. Courtier catching. He's going to score it as well. The Eagles nicely done getting that one to go. Courtier with his second made field goal. That's 21-9. And we've got an offensive foul called against Cal Royce and the Snowbirds. That'll be his first and the team's third of the quarter. Actually, no, just the second team foul of the quarter. So the Snowbird turnovers, that's been the story so far in the game. As James Bunick drops it down low to Mitchell. And Oliver Mitchell has it taken away by Wall. Here come the Snowbirds. McKinley finds O'Connell. O'Connell will drive in. Puts it up, too strong. And this one will be staying here on this side of the floor with the Snowbirds. Cash Weissel checking in, replacing Cal Royce. It's a 12-point margin, the largest lead of the game. Up top it goes to Nathan O'Connell. He'll catch inside the paint. Trying to step through, out to McKinley. McKinley drives in, shut off by the Eagles, and this one is batted around. Wall has it. McKinley open for three. And this one's off the rim. Rebounded by Garrick Collins. Bunick catching. Eagles doing a good job of taking care of the basketball here this evening. Josh Bunick on the curl. One more to Mitchell. Three-pointer up. Short off the rim. Rebounded by the Snowbirds in the hands of Cash Weissel. No numbers here as the Eagles do a good job in transition. They leave Cooper McKinley. Now up replacing is Jacobson. And we've got another foul called against the Snowbirds. Another offensive foul. This one going against Cooper McKinley.
He couldn't even believe it.
So that's back-to-back offensive fouls for the Snowbirds. They've got 3 team fouls. Check the YouTube chat line. All right, we got it. We got people helping us. We got
It's pronounced Budnick.
Bunnick. We're going to get this straightened out, the pronunciation of the Eagle players that we are trying to figure out. We got a foul called against the Snowbirds.
McKinley again.
That'll be his second and the team's fourth. So fouls beginning to become an issue for the Snowbirds. McKinley and Cameron with 2. Mitchell catches.
Snowbirds just need to find their momentum here in this quarter if they want to get a shot off.
So it's Bunnick, Nick, instead of Bunick. Bunnick, yep. Backdoor cut by James Bunnick. Puts it up and in off the window. 23-9.
Yeah, the Snowbirds are down here and need to find a shot here.
Over now to Nathan O'Connell. He'll drive in. Shot fake. Tied up. We've got a foul in the paint. The Snowbirds right now just don't have good floor spacing as they're trying to attack the basket.
Yep.
Cash Weissel, near side corner goes to Jacobson. He drives in, and we've got a foul called against the Eagles.
Believe it's going to be number 13.
Yep, that'll be James Bunnick. And that's the second team foul against the Eagles here in the second quarter. Gaylord St. Mary held to just 2 points so far through 4.5 minutes in this second quarter of action. And it's stolen away. Oliver Mitchell has the takeaway. Here come the Eagles. Mitchell, Euro stepping, too strong. And this one's tried to be flown back up there by Collins. O'Connell kicks it to Weissel, teeing up the three-pointer, no good. And this game has turned into a heated track meet as Mitchell brings it down. Back out top to Cordier. James Bunick with 5 points for the Eagles at the controls. Collins catches. Cordier's driving in, shut off by Wall. And he's going to pull. Bunick for three, no good. And rebounded by O'Connell, and the Snowbirds bringing it back down. A lot of pace. Joe Jacobson steps into a three off to the left. So the Gaylord St. Mary offense, Nick, it's not looking good.
No, they need to find a shot here. Their momentum and their rhythm is just a little off. It's like they just cannot find the on switch here.
It's like the Eagles have come out and have anticipated how the Snowbirds were going to play, and the Eagles are more comfortable playing with this type of pace than the Snowbirds are.
We have an official meeting here.
Yeah, they're just trying to see where the ball should be inbounded at, and they're going to determine it's on the baseline instead of the sideline. We've got 2 minutes and 33 seconds left to play here in this opening half.
Nice job by the officials seeing everything.
Yep. They're seeing everything because of
Gaylord Eye Care Center.
That's right. The officials get a free eye consultation at the Gaylord Eye Care Center.
If you need a little eye check, tell them we sent you.
Josh Bunick has checked back into the game for the Eagles, and this is an offensive foul called against the Eagles.
Back in for the Snowbirds will be Cal Royce, Charlie Cameron, Cooper McKinley, and Joe Jacobson.
That was Josh Bunick who picked up that offensive foul. That's his second. So let's see if the Eagles keep him in the game. It looks like they will indeed. Dribble handoff up top to McKinley, picked up by Mitchell. Over now to Royce. Royce trying to drive in all the way. Stops, pops, short. Rebounded by Cordier.
Royce is just having a lot of trouble tonight trying to find his shot.
Royce now 1 for 6 from the field. Snowbirds just having a hard time getting clean looks at the basket and also keeping care of the basketball. They do go to the zone now on this possession, Gaylord St. Mary does. Josh Bunick catches in the corner, and we've got 3 seconds in the lane called against the Eagles.
All right, let's see if the Snowbirds can find their momentum here to get a shot off before the quarter is over with.
They're down by 14 points, but it feels like a lot more than that.
It does.
Joe Jacobson gets the screen from Cameron.
Let's see if they can respond. Here's Cal Royce.
Royce going to tee up the three, in and out. Rebound comes out to Cordier in the hands now of James Bunick. Josh Bunick teeing up the three, off the mark, rebounded by O'Connell. Nathan O'Connell finds an open teammate. This is Joe Jacobson driving in. 60 seconds left in this quarter. McKinley looks at the shot, turns it down. Let's see what the Snowbirds want to run here. They've got 2 players playing with 2 fouls. As Cal Royce puts it up, can't make the layup. Tough luck miss for Royce. Like the aggressiveness, just got to finish as McKinley gets the takeaway.
Yep, but they had a full head of steam here.
He'll pass off to Cal Royce. Royce swings it to O'Connell. Wide open look for O'Connell, and that one's down the hatch for Nathan O'Connell. The Snowbirds needed that one badly as O'Connell hits the first three-pointer of the game for the Snowbirds, Nick.
Yeah, they finally found their momentum.
Little mojo for the Snowbirds. They've only scored 5 points in this second quarter. The Eagle defense has been fantastic as the Eagles passing around the corner. Now they get it to the corner. Josh Bunick up top now to Kersell, and this one's turned over. The Snowbirds force back-to-back turnovers by the Eagles And with 10 seconds remaining in this first half, Gaylord St. Mary will have one more crack at it.
Yep. That last shot, O'Connell says, anything you can do, I can do better.
Let's see what the Snowbirds have drawn up here.
Yep.
O'Connell catches with 4. Back to Cal Royce on the flare screen. He's going to tee it up and off the mark, rattles in and out, and that's how the quarter will come to an end. The Lake Leelanau St. Mary Eagles will have an 11-point advantage over Gaylord St. Mary after 2 quarters of play. We're going to go ahead and step aside. When we come back, we'll have the Professional Seamless Gutters halftime show from the Monsignor Kaminsky Gymnasium. We'll be right here. Keep it with you. Keep you updated on all the scores and the scoring leaders from the first half. And then go and break down the first game of tonight, the girls' game, and talk about that one as well. Stay tuned.
Hello, I'm Ryan Beningo, but you might know me for my business, Professional Seamless Gutters, where we specialize in, you guessed it, everything gutters. New installation, replacements, cleaning, leaf guards, rain chains, and much more. But unlike many service providers, when you call Professional Seamless Gutters, you get me, Orion, not some bum intern or call center recording. So when you're contemplating any services regarding the gutters on your home or pole barn, think Professional Seamless Gutters.
Right back. He's going to pull it. Got it! And has it left block. Slams it home.
The Glen Lake student section, they're pumped up.
Hi, it's Kevin Klein from TVC Airport. We're proud to help keep you connected to high school sports in Northern Michigan, so you can stay in the game all season long with TVC, your Northern Michigan connection.
Okay, welcome into the Professional Seamless Gutters halftime show. Here, Charles Strail along with Nick Wenzel. Eagles 23, Snowbirds 12 after 2 quarters of play here. And Nick, you know, we're in the coldest part of the winter right now, about 1 degrees outside in northern Michigan. Might get down to -4 here tonight. But if you've got time in the spring when we get into that rainy season, that's the perfect time to schedule gutter installations for your home or pole barn, and there's no better person to do that than Orion Beningo. When you call Orion, you get Orion. He'll answer the phone call, and better yet, it'll be him who shows up and installs gutters on your home. You don't have to worry about some service technician, somebody other than the main person you spoke to showing up and slapping gutters on your home. But Orion Beningo with Professional Seamless Gutters, he'll show up. He'll be the one to do it. He can take a Sharpie marker and sign his autograph right on those gutters he installs on your home or pool barn. That's Orion Beningo with Professional Seamless Gutters. At halftime, the Eagles 23-12. While we have an opportunity to do so, courtesy of our friend Tom Klemetson at Sky Media 45, we have our Northern Michigan sports report for the weekend. Hey, Nick, did you know that the Red Wings, they're playing? They were playing the other night versus Toronto. That game was on HBO Max. The Pistons tonight are taking on the Houston Rockets at Little Caesars Arena. That game's on Amazon Prime. Number 3, Michigan Wolverines taking on the Ohio State Buckeyes tonight. And Michigan right now, I mean, they are rolling. But Bruce Thornton, the senior guard for the Ohio State Buckeyes, averages close to 20 points a game. He'll be looking to knock off the Michigan Wolverines at the Chrysler Arena tonight. Tomorrow, Michigan State, the number 10 Spartans, will be taking on Maryland Saturday at the Jack Breslin Student Events Center. So that'll be an excellent game if you're a Sparty fan. And next Friday, Nick, that's the day of reckoning for you and all of the other cult members you call Michigan Wolverine fans. It'll be a day of reckoning. Mark it down. Michigan State versus Michigan, January 30th. That's when we will separate the boys from the men.
I got to say one thing real fast. This is for all my Michigan fans out there. Born to hate Ohio and born to hate MSU. Go Blue.
Born to cheat in football.
No.
I got you there, Nick. How about that? As we continue on here in the halftime show, we want to get you caught up with what we saw earlier in the girls' game. And the Gaylord St. Mary Snowbirds, they made 14 three-pointers in that one, Nick. That was an incredible shooting performance by the Snowbirds in that one. And leading the way, it was Peyton Glasby and Kaylee Jeffers. Also, we saw a good performance from Adrian Schaub from the Lake Leelanau St. Mary Eagles. She had 19 points for the Eagles to lead their team in scoring. So it was a good performance, but the Snowbird girls just shot the lights out of the gym. And it's a wonder we still have power.
Yeah.
I mean, they were so on from 3. Only one Snowbird did not make a three-pointer tonight. How about that for the girls?
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty impressive.
It is.
For the boys at halftime, the leading scorers so far, Josh Bunick, he's got 11. James Bunick with 5. Oliver Mitchell with 2. And Cody Cordier with 4 for the Lake Leelanau St. Mary Eagles. For the Gaylord St. Mary Snowbirds, Nathan O'Connell with 4. Cooper McKinley with 2. Royce, Weissel, and Jacobson each with 2 apiece. Let's go back and check our chat line. We've got Kim Jacobson saying, "Let's go Snowbirds." And we get some check-ins from the
Lorik Tarsic.
Yeah, Laura Tarsic saying yes, it's Bunnick, and then saying go Eagles and say be safe out there, y'all. It's like winter out there. Yes, it's not like winter out there. It is winter out here. Maybe even we're living in like the next Ice Age movie out here right now in northern Michigan. So if you're tuning in from somewhere warmer than 25 degrees Fahrenheit, give us a comment in the YouTube chat. We'll give you a shout out because we got a lot of people envious of you right now.
Speaking of winter, we want to give a quick shout out to our first responders out there who are doing such an amazing job.
Especially in this cold with the cold. But also, speaking of winter, shout out to you, Nick Wenzel. You took home the 50-50 cash prize tonight. So
Made my Snowbird family proud.
Hey, that means Burger King's on you tonight, right?
I wouldn't go that far.
Mama Leone's on you.
Maybe.
Okay. We'll keep that one in the record book, and everybody here is my witness. Mama Leone's on Nick Wenzel next time we get a chance to go out and have a pizza at Mama Leone's in Gaylord. We've got 90 seconds left here in this halftime show. We're going to go ahead and step aside. When we come back, second half of action coming up between the Snowbirds and the Eagles here on Next Level Broadcasting. We'll be back after this.
Good catch.
Hi, it's Kevin Klein from TV.
Hello, Gutters, where we specialize in, you guessed it, everything gutters. New installation, replacements, cleaning, leaf guards, rain chains, and much more. But unlike many service providers, when you call Professional Seamless Gutters, you get me, Orion, not some bum intern or call center recording. So when you're contemplating any services regarding the gutters on your home or pole barn, think Professional Seamless Gutters.
Okay, welcome in now to the third quarter of play. Snowbirds will begin with the basketball, and that's Cal Royce unable to get that lefty layup to go down, but it's deflected off of the Eagles, so it'll stay here with the Gaylord St. Mary's Snowbirds. As Nick Wenzel returns after picking up his 50-50 winning cash prize. And Cooper McKinley has it up top. Joe Jacobson dribble hands off back to McKinley. Snowbirds in this weave action right now. Royce driving in hard, puts up the shot, no good. And here come the Eagles. Over to Cordier. Bunnick, Rex Brunick, James Bunnick, Josh Bunnick. Now Oliver Mitchell going now into the corner to Rex Bunnick. Back to Mitchell. Snowbirds in a zone defense right now, 2-3. Let's see how the Eagles handle it. Inside it goes to Cordier. James Bunnick back to Rex. Rex and James exchanging. James going to take the corner three-pointer and splash. And that's how good zone offense looks like as James Bunnick knocks in his second three-pointer of the game. He's got 8 points now. We've got a foul called against the Eagles. Jacobson, first shot is good for him. Joe Jacobson now with 3 points in the game. That foul called against Cody Cordier. Jacobson no good on the second. We've got a lane violation called against the Snowbirds, so that'll wave off that shot attempt.
Snowbirds just need to find their momentum here to get more shots off.
6:30 remaining in this third quarter, all the way down to Cordier, and he scores it. What a pass there by James Bunnick to find Cordier underneath the basket. Cordier now with 6 points in the game. As a turnaround jump shot is good for Cal Royce. Cal Royce now with 4 points. Backdoor cut by Bunnick, kicks it out to Mitchell in the corner. Spraying it out, three-pointer no good, but tap down to Cordier, puts it up and in. Nice use of the left hand, and Cordier's got the last 4 points for the Eagles. He's got 7 in the game. Actually, no, 8 in the game. Jacobson up top to O'Connell. The pace has picked up here even more in the third quarter as Royce puts his layup up, no good. Rebound by Cordier. Here come the Eagles in the hands of Rex Bunnick. We've got a timeout taken as we need 5 for a shoe tie, as Rex Bunnick has to relace that left shoe. Nick, how long does it take you to tie your shoes? Have you ever timed it?
Yeah, like 15 minutes.
No way.
Yeah, because it takes so long because I got so many laces, and then
Josh Bunnick driving in, shut off by the Snowbirds. Cody Cordier has it taken away by McKinley. McKinley up ahead to Jacobson. Jacobson trying to corral it. Back to McKinley. Snowbirds reset here. Royce, one more to O'Connell. Wide open three from the corner. Off the mark. Cameron has the rebound. He'll go back up. And it's no good. James Bunnick clears. Here come the Eagles. And we've got a ball off of Cal Royce. Royce was there in defensive transition trying to stop the advancement of James Bunnick. Inbounded. Rex Bunnick up to Courtier. Back in the corner it goes. Nice backdoor cut. And Rex Bunnick scores. 32-15. Timeout taken here by the Snowbirds. As Rex Bunnick now into the scoring column with that made layup, Nick.
Yeah.
Going back to the YouTube chat, we're still waiting on hearing if you're watching this game and you're in a warmer weather climate, if you've got 25 degrees Fahrenheit on your thermometer or more, send us a YouTube chat because we will certainly envy you. We know we got a lot of people tuning in right now from
Courtier.
Courtier.
I think it's Courier, I think is what it is. I think it's Courier.
Hang on, let's get this phonetically composed.
Oh.
Courtier.
I missed that comment. Somebody finally got me my name in there. Welcome back, Nick. Let's go Snowbirds. Number 3, Royce. Heck yeah. Who sent that? Jennifer in Compton. Thanks, Jennifer. I'm a huge Cal Royce fan over here. He's doing okay right now.
So, Courtier. We got it right.
Did the Pistons start yet?
Yeah, the Pistons are playing the Rockets, Nick.
35-35 all.
Oh, nice pass down to O'Connell on the baseline, and he scores. That's a nice set that the Snowbirds drew up in that timeout. James Bunnick driving in, nearly stolen by Jacobson. Oliver Mitchell guarded by Charlie Cameron. Cameron playing with 2 fouls. Mitchell trying to cross him over. Back up top to Rex Bunnick. High ball screen now. Eagle offense a little discombobulated on this set. Mitchell looks at it. We've got a timeout taken by head coach Jim Bunnick. Yeah, that one right there just looked like it was not flowing the way the Eagles wanted that one to flow, Nick.
No. Could have easily almost been a turnover there.
Back to the YouTube chat. We've got Jennifer Compton saying, welcome back, Nick. Let's go Snowbirds. And let's go Cal Royce. Nick, what do the Snowbirds need to do to get back into this game? Obviously, they need to make some shots, but the Eagles have been all over the offensive glass.
They need to find a way in. They need to attack the rim, attack the paint.
They
try to find an open player.
It seems like the Snowbirds, every time they've got near the rim, the Eagle help side defense has been there. Looking for somebody like Nathan O'Connell. He's got 6 points in the game. They just got him a nice, easy bucket coming across the lane on just a post exchange move or play. See if the Snowbirds can find O'Connell some rhythm and get him some more open looks here in this third quarter. As Mitchell kicks out to Rex Bunnick. He'll cross over, nice move, but he lost it going up.
See what the Snowbirds can cook up here with Cal Royce.
Snowbirds down by 15 points.
Just got to find the momentum here with the Snowbirds. Here comes Cash Weissel.
Shots up and blocked.
Good. A little bit light.
I think that was deflected, though, up top, Nick. Yeah. Weissel gets the takeaway.
He's like, not this time.
Cookies for Weissel. And there's another bucket for the Snowbirds. Second field goal for Cash Weissel. This Snowbird team, very young, Nick. Only one senior on the roster as Mitchell trying to corkscrew his way into the paint. Royce has the rebound. Up the floor it goes to O'Connell. O'Connell's going to fight through some contact, and there's a foul called against Josh Bunnick. Nathan O'Connell will go to the free throw line. He'll have 2 shots there. And that will be the 3rd foul against Josh Bunnick. And the 2nd team foul against the Eagles here in this quarter.
Kyle Royce was actually over there by the official. He wanted an explanation of some contact that he got, and he didn't get it.
Free throw no good for Nathan O'Connell.
But of course, we want to give a shout out to our officials tonight for seeing everything correctly.
Yeah, those officials tonight are Buddy Hanel, Earl Hertzel, and Joel Moore. Doing a good job out there. This has been a physical game as O'Connell no good on the free throw, but the rebound comes out to Cash Weissel. We've got a possession arrow reference, and it'll be Eagle basketball.
Cash could not believe that one.
Inbounded to Rex Bunnick. Eagles still with that 13-point lead as the Snowbirds missed both free throws on that trip down the floor.
Yeah, they're just having trouble finding everything.
Mitchell with it up top. Gonna swing this one over to Cord Ear. Blocked by Cameron up top. Take another look at that one, Nick.
That was almost the ESPN highlight reel. It says, get that out of my house.
We're going to have to go right back into play here, so we're not going to see the block shot. Corner it goes. Catching there is James Bunnick. 3-point, locked and loaded, but off the rim.
Here comes Cal Royce with a full head of steam down the floor.
Corner goes to O'Connell. He's going to draw, attack, and go into the paint. Can't make the layup. That's a great move, but O'Connell just has to finish that puppy at the rim. I don't know if he heard footsteps coming in from behind him.
Yep, did a nice job, though. It's going to be inbounded by Royce. For those Royce fans, let's see what he can do here.
Stolen away by Josh Bunnick. The Eagles have scouted that play that the Snowbirds like to run on those baseline out-of-bounds sets.
Yep.
Down low it goes. Courtier, no good.
Nice job keeping it away by Royce. Here comes Cash Weissel down the floor.
Kicked out to O'Connell, 3-pointer, no good from the corner. Rebound controlled by Royce. He's going to put it up and score.
He does.
And we've got a foul called against the Snowbirds, and this one was pretty unnecessary. It's called against Charlie Cameron here. You're going to see it on the replay. And there it is. So that's the 3rd foul against Charlie Cameron. Cal Royce making that shot gives him 6 points.
The Snowbirds just need to stay focused in this game. They got it back up to a close game. It's anybody's game yet.
And we've got a timeout taken by the Eagles. They want to try to reset as the Snowbirds have trimmed this lead down to just 11 points, 32-21.
Well, we have a timeout. Should we talk about Schultz Party Store real fast?
Yeah, Nick. I mean, Schultz's Marathon Party Store, located off of exit 301 on I-75, is your Snowbird safe haven for the best types of snacks, fuel, anything that you need for that northern road trip. And any high-octane beverages. Obviously, Nick, you've got your favorite in Mountain Dew, but
yeah.
I prefer that glycemic index spike when you go up there and get some Haribo gummy bears. That's the way to go, if you ask me. And you can get all that at Schultz's Marathon gas station and party store on exit 301 on I-75. Proud sponsor of Snowbird basketball here. We'll check the YouTube chat once more as we have an opportunity to do so. We'll see where everybody's tuning in from. And man, come on, chat. I mean, I thought we had some people tuning in from warm weather tonight, but I guess not. As I said, if you're watching,
support your next level team. Come on,
and you've got a thermometer reading more than 25 degrees Fahrenheit, let us know.
Maybe enjoy some Schultz Party Store pizza on the couch watching.
You're
the
not going to
game.
have any party store pizza with the thermostat reading over 25, Nick.
No. Probably some hot soupers on my guess.
Nobody in Northern Michigan's got a readout over 2 degrees right now.
Hot chili or hot soup is the go.
I'd go for a Mama Leone's pizza. This one's stolen away by the Snowbirds. Actually, just deflected at the last second by Nathan O'Connell, so they'll stay here with the Eagles. Corner, it goes to Rex Bunnick. Inside, stolen by O'Connell. He's going to put his head down, dribbling against 4-on-2 break for the Snowbirds. Wall, scoop layup is good. And how about that?
The big man comes in for a scoop.
David Wall comes into the game, immediately makes his impact felt. It's back to a single-digit lead for the Eagles.
That's what the Snowbirds needed. They were just waiting for Big Wall to come in.
Oliver Mitchell up top, guarded by Wall. Rex Bunnick on the elbow. James Bunnick in the corner. Down low it goes to Courtier. Courtier is off the mark. Rebound comes out to Cal Royce, and we got a foul. There's a big collision as Royce gets hit in the chops. And this foul is called against the Eagles.
I think he's got some blood coming from the lip there. He got
I think
nailed.
that one's going against Rex Bunnick. That'll be his third and the fourth team foul.
Yeah, he's hurting over there.
And they're going to allow Cal Royce to go over and get some medical attention from the Snowbird training staff as Cal Royce got hit in the chops.
The official apparently said he was bleeding, so the official looked into his mouth and said his whole inside of his mouth.
So this is one of the situations that I don't like about high school basketball. You have a player here in Royce who has to be checked out of the game because he's bleeding, and they're going to resume the game. They just can't stop and wait for him to get checked out so he can continue playing. That doesn't make sense to me. It's not his fault that he got busted open in the snot box.
Yeah.
Or in the lips, excuse me. O'Connell with a plethora of post moves, can't score. And here comes Bunnick, and we've got a carrying violation called against him. Eli Switolski will check in for the Snowbirds. It's a 9-point Eagle lead.
Yep, that'll give Wall a chance to catch his breath for a moment.
Let's see if the Snowbirds take the last shot of this quarter.
Yep.
Dribble handoff to Jacobson. Now to O'Connell. Now to Jacobson up top. 10 seconds here in the third quarter remaining. Jacobson finds Weissel. He'll step into a three-pointer off the mark. Switolski goes up high for the rebound. Blocked, but a foul coming. And this foul is going to be called against Josh Bunnick. Let's take a replay of this one, Nick. So here's the Weissel shot. And then Switolski going up, and he's blocked there by Bunnick. So that will send Eli Switolski to the free throw line. First free throw is good. And for Switolski, Nick, that is his first point of the game.
Yeah, that's big time. We got Cal Royce back out on the bench there, as you can see.
Eagles up by 8. Switolski trying to trim it down to 7 with another made free throw, and he does. All the way down the floor it goes. So that's how this third quarter comes to an end with the Snowbirds down by 7. Eagles continue to have this lead being trimmed down by Gaylord St. Mary ever so slightly. Don't go anywhere, folks. We should have a very interesting fourth quarter of play coming up after this commercial break.
Hi, it's Kevin Klein from TVC Airport. We're proud to help keep you connected to high school sports in Northern Michigan, so you can stay in the game all season long with TVC, your Northern Michigan connection.
Fourth quarter underway here. It'll be Eagle basketball as we resume action. Charles Trail along with Nick Wenzel and Andy Bazinski here from the Monsignor Kaminsky Gymnasium at Gaylord St. Mary. A special presentation of both boys and girls varsity as we kick off Catholic Schools Week here in 2026, as this tradition has been renewed here between the Eagles of Lake Leelanau St. Mary and the Snowbirds of Gaylord St. Mary, as a scoop layup no good by Bunnick on the baseline, but Josh gets it right back. And he'll take this jump shot. Cameron back into the game with 3 fouls for the Snowbirds.
Yep.
Has the rebound. Jacobson tries to get it up and through 2 defenders. He's fouled. And Joe Jacobson puts some spin on that one. Nick, it almost went in, but he'll go to the free throw line now for 2 shots.
Got good news for the Snowbirds. We have Royce back out on the floor.
Free throw by Jacobson is good. And the Snowbirds, their last 3 points, Nick, have come at the charity stripe.
Yeah.
And it's back to a 2-possession game.
It's anybody's game, like I just said.
Jacobson with 4 points now.
It's good to see a little team sportsmanship here between the 2 opponents and the home team. Cal Royce giving a little.
Second shot by Jacobson's good, but we've got a lane violation called against the Snowbirds, so wave off that made basket. Still a 6-point lead.
Cal Royce trying to get his team back together, wrapped around it.
Courtier, Bunick, Rex Bunick, James Bunnick, Josh Bunick, and Oliver Mitchell, the 5 on the floor for the Eagles right now. This is Josh Bunnick driving to the hole, and I think he thinks he got fouled. I thought he may have drew some contact as well, but the ball goes out of bounds harmlessly. It'll be Eagle basketball here with 7 minutes, 9 seconds left to go in this quarter, and this game might come all the way down to the wire, Nick.
It might.
This is James Bunnick to inbound. Finds Courtier. Josh Bunnick guarded by Nathan O'Connell. Eagles running a little empty side pick and roll. Courtier driving in against Royce. Kicks it out to Josh Bunnick for 3. Off the mark. Rebounded by Cooper McKinley. Up the floor it goes to O'Connell. He's going to drive inside. Kick it out to Charlie Cameron for the 16-foot pull-up jump shot off the heel. Rebound comes out to Joe Jacobson.
Nice job by O'Connell to keep that one in play.
Royce drives baseline, spinning back to the middle. Fadeaway J is good. Cal Royce finding his mid-range touch as he's got 8 points now for the Snowbirds.
Kobe would have been proud of that. That was a little step-back fade.
Courtier blocked up top by Charlie Cameron, and we've got a foul called against Josh Bunnick. And if that is indeed on Josh, that is his 4th. The Eagles with 2. And we've got a timeout here taken on the floor as the Snowbirds have fought back and made it a 4-point game. We're going to go ahead and step aside and come back in 50 seconds. You're watching this presentation of high school boys varsity basketball on Next Level Broadcasting. We'll be back.
Hi, it's Kevin Klein from TVC Airport. We're proud to help keep you connected to high school sports in Northern Michigan, so you can stay in the game all season long with TVC, your Northern Michigan connection.
Hello, Miss Gutters, where we specialize in, you guessed it, everything gutters. New installation, replacements, cleaning, leaf guards, rain chains, and much more. But unlike many service providers, when you call Professional Seamless Gutters, you get me, Orion, not some bum intern or call center recording. So when you're contemplating any services regarding the gutters on your home or pole barn, think professional seamless gutters.
And welcome back to the fourth quarter. Snowbirds have trimmed down this Eagle League all the way down to 4 points. Cal Royce at the controls for the Snowbirds, and Joe Jacobson able to retrieve the basketball here. O'Connell with it up top. Royce turning down the screen. Layup attempt no good. Can't make the bunny for the Snowbirds. Here's Rex Bunnick pushing tempo. And we've got a reach-in foul called against Cooper McKinley. And for McKinley, that'll be his third personal and the Snowbirds' first team foul. Nick, 4-point game right now. I can sense the tension beginning to build here in the gymnasium.
Yep, starting to boil over. Cooper will take a rest, get his emotions under check. Brings back in Cash Weissel.
Weissel returns for the Snowbirds. He's given them some excellent defense here as Courtier is able to climb the ladder for that reception. O'Connell on Bunnick as the Bunnick dribble handoff occurs over to Oliver Mitchell now. He's going to take the three-pointer, and that's short off the rim. Gets his own miss. Snowbirds fail to block him out. Courtier puts it up, and we've got 3-second violation called against the Eagles.
That was a big-time call there for the Eagles.
Yeah, they had an open shot there as well.
Yeah, he just waited a little too long.
Snowbirds get bailed out for not having good defensive rebounding assignments there. As Jacobson hands off to Weissel up top. He'll try to drive inside. Shifty move back out to Royce. One more now. Jacobson to O'Connell in the corner. Shot fake, gets to his spot and knocks it down from the middle of the paint. Don't look now, Nick, but it is a 2-point game as O'Connell has his 8th point of the contest.
Absolutely. The Snowbirds are back in it, and their engines are starting to fire back up.
We've got an offensive foul called against Cody Couturier. And they're saying that he used his off arm and pushed off with his offhand. Here's another look at the replay. So this is a replay. They're saying it was that right arm and elbow that he extended that drew the offensive foul call.
Yeah, the Gaylord community loved every minute of that one.
Charlie Cameron catches, and he's going to be fouled. And for the Eagles, that's their 4th team foul. That's called against Rex Bunnick.
Charlie has a little problem with Nathan O'Connell over here. He's firing at him.
We got 4 minutes and 40 seconds left to go here in this final quarter between the Eagles and the Snowbirds, and what's turned out to be a really good game. Jacobson catches, back to Cal Royce in the corner. Royce putting his head down, pull-up jump shot is good, and we're tied at 32.
Cal Royce over here saying, let's go, boys.
Royce with 10 points for the Snowbirds.
How do you like that, Snowbird fans?
It's been a long climb for the Snowbirds. They've been down by double digits multiple times in this game. Rex Bunnick working against Jacobson, stepping through. Cameron trying to dig it out, and we've got a foul. If this is on Charlie Cameron, this is his 4th, and it is on Charlie Cameron. That's his 4th personal foul, 2nd against the Snowbirds in this 4th quarter, but let's see what the Snowbirds opt to do here. Will they roll the dice, Nick?
They're going to check him out.
Yeah, so
Switalski.
Yeah, Switalski will check in. Cameron picks up that 4th foul with 4 minutes and 10 seconds to go. We want to bookmark that one just to see how this game unfolds in the final weaning stages of this one. James Bunnick in the corner, sets, fires from 3, off the mark. Cash Weissel has the rebound. He'll push tempo for the Snowbirds.
Nice move.
No, it's an offensive foul. You got to be under control there, and it's an offensive foul called against Weissel. That'll be the 3rd Snowbird foul, and the first on Cash.
Coach Rich Moffitt is telling him to stay up.
Inbounded to James Bunnick.
Don't let him go anywhere.
He splits 2 defenders. Numbers advantage. Courtier from the corner, rebounded by Switalski. And this game, intensity-wise, is really picking up. Weissel steps back, three-pointer way off. Switalski comes in from nowhere to secure the offensive rebound. Cal Royce driving in, lefty layer, no good. Rebounded by that's Josh Bunnick. He gets it back, swings it to Couturier. Down low it goes. Josh Bunnick underneath, step through move, count it, and a foul. That's the answer the Eagles needed, and it's provided by Josh Bunnick, his 13th point. Here's the replay of that, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this nice post move down low. Courtier got it to him, and Josh Bunnick able to finish it.
Here comes Charlie Cameron back into the game. Sends out Switalski also into the game for the Snowbirds. Cooper McKinley and Joe Jacobson is out.
Josh Bunnick at the free throw line looking to complete a three-point play, and he does. Nothing but nylon on that free throw, Nick.
Yeah.
He's got 14 points to lead all scorers.
Don't leave Miracles out yet.
Eagles up by 3. Little ball screen action there. Cash Weissel takes the elbow jump shot. Too strong off the glass. Cameron fights for the offensive rebound, and we've got a foul called against the Eagles. This will be called against Cody Courtier.
I think that's his night. He is done.
No, that's his 5th, Nick. Yep, you're right. That is his night.
Yep, he is done.
Courtier follows out with 7 points so far, and that will put Charlie Cameron to the free throw line, shooting 2. The big 55 for the Snowbirds sets fires too strong off the heel. He'll look to gather himself here on the 2nd of 2. Snowbirds down by 3. Eagles have regained the lead on the Josh Bunnick 3-point play. Cameron sets fires too strong off the heel. O'Connell gets the rebound. He's in the thicket, and the Snowbirds have it. Cash Weissel driving in, puts it up. We've got a foul called against James Bunnick, and Cash Weissel will go to the free throw line. 6th team foul against the Eagles, so the Snowbirds are in the bonus. That was called in the act of shooting. Nick, a concerted effort made by Gaylord St. Mary to get the ball to the basket here in the second half. You talked about it at halftime as well.
Yeah, I did.
And for Gaylord St. Mary, hang on, we've got the referees starting to congregate here to see if they get the right person for the foul, and it is indeed
13
called against James Bunnick. That is his 2nd. And this free throw no good, so Snowbirds have missed their last 3 free throws, Nick.
Yeah. Oh, we have a
oh, the ball's just wet. The ball got ball wet, floor's wet.
Yep.
So they're going to try to mop that one up.
Someone had a little agua on the floor.
Oh, this is just sweat.
On the floor, sweat. So I was about to say a little H2O.
Usually you see the H2O getting spilled near the benches. I just think that's perspiration. Snowbirds have missed their last 3. They're down by 3. And now they've missed their last 4. Rebound by Rex Bunnick. Here come the Eagles. Up by 3 with the ball, under 3 minutes to play.
Snowbirds just need to stay with their momentum here. Gonna stop here.
Josh Bunnick drives in, swings it out. This is Crucell driving in. And he's blocked up top by Charlie Cameron. Snowbirds get it back. Eagles looking to have another defensive stop here. O'Connell drives in from the corner. Swing to Weissel. He'll put up the 3, and he's gonna bury it. Cash Weissel dials it up from distance, and we're knotted at 35. James Bunnick draws some contact.
Whoa.
Let's see who this foul's called against. Is that on Cameron? If it is, that'll be Charlie Cameron's 5th personal foul. And it is on Charlie Cameron, so that will be his final foul as Charlie Cameron fouls out.
The crowd is letting the officials know that they're wrong.
So that will send Josh Bunnick to the free throw line. Nick, let's check the YouTube chat real quick. We got Jessica Alcorn tuning in from TJ Maxx. Hey, that's not more than 25 degrees Fahrenheit. That's unless it's TJ Maxx and Palm Springs,
Florida.
Yeah, that's not 25 degrees or more. We got a 35-35 game. Both teams in the bonus. This will send Josh Bunnick to the free throw line. He made his last free throw attempt on that and one that he finished off. This free throw is good as the Eagles go back up by a single point. Looking to go up by a deuce if Bunnick can knock down this free throw. Josh Bunnick has 15 points in the game, Nick. Did you know that?
I did.
Second and 2 is right down the middle. Josh Bunnick has made his last 3 free throw attempts, and the Eagles are back up by 2.
Snowbirds just need to stay focused here and try to find a shot to stay back in it.
Cal Royce forces up the attempt. No good. Rebound by Mitchell. They're up by 2. Are the Eagles with 2 to play? In the hands of Josh Bunnick, guarded by Nathan O'Connell. Let's see how the Eagles want to play this one. We got a timeout taken here by head coach Jim Bunnick. We're going to go ahead and take a timeout as well and be back in 30 seconds. You're watching this presentation of high school boys varsity basketball on Next Level Broadcasting. We'll be back after this. Inbounded into the backcourt, into the hands of Oliver Mitchell. He'll be picked up by Eli Switolski as we have our final 1 minute and 43 seconds left to play in this game. It's a 2-point game. Eagles go inside. Josh Bunnick kicks it out. Rex Bunnick does a good job of hanging on to the basketball, but we've got this one going out of bounds off of the Snowbirds.
Cal thought that was Snowbird ball because it was off of their hands.
Here's a replay, another look at it, Nick. Just so everybody knows, this is the replay. You tell me. I think it's off Cal Royce. I think the referees got that one correct. Here's live action now. Inbounded to Bunnick. Driving in, step through move, draws contact, and you can count it. Going to the free throw line, trying to put the icing on the cake for the Eagle victory is Josh Bunnick. He drew contact, played through it, and he'll go to the free throw line now, trying to put the Eagles up by 5. That foul was called against, was that against O'Connell, Nick?
I think so, yes. Yep. So in for the game will be...
I'm just looking to see what the Snowbirds are doing here.
Yep, now they're telling him to come in. Will be Switelski for David Wall. And also back into the game for the Snowbirds, number 0, Joe Jacobson.
Quarterier and Cameron have both fouled out for each of these two teams. This is Josh Bunnick at the free throw line, trying to make it a 2-possession, 5-point lead for the Eagles, and he does. We've got a timeout taken by head coach Rich Moffitt to try and get the Snowbirds organized. And not a timeout, excuse me, just a substitution.
Yep.
1 minute and 25 seconds left to play here to determine who's going to win this one between the Eagles and the Snowbirds. It's been a good game all throughout. Switalski has it.
Oh.
Jacobson nearly loses it, and he's going to get it back. Almost fouled. Cash Weissel comes to get the basketball. Eagle defense playing all the way out on the perimeter. Weissel gets it now to Royce. He'll use this screen, go in with the left-hand layup. It's good. Cal Royce drew contact, played through. It finishes off the square and in. And now the Snowbirds trying to claw back into this one. Royce going to the free throw line. Unfortunately for the Snowbirds, the free throw line has not been kind tonight.
No, but let's see if it can do it right now. Cal Royce is making his voice be well known.
Cal Royce now with a dozen points in the game, looking to complete and make it back to a 2-point game with the made free throw. And it's off the mark, tapped around, rebounded up high by Josh Bunnick. Here's a 2-on-2 even number break. He's going to stop through traffic, puts it up and puts it in, and knocking it down is Josh Bunnick. Ice in his veins to take that shot, and it's back to a 5-point lead. Wall trying to save it. He cannot. And what a move there by Josh Bunnick to just kind of gather himself and score that basket.
Back into the game is Cooper McKinley for David Wall.
Here's Bunnick inbounding to Mitchell. Snowbirds trapped there, and Josh Bunnick has it fouled by Cash Weissel. And that will send Josh Bunnick to the free throw line. And Bunnick for the Eagles, Nick, has scored the last 9 points. Wow.
Hey, it's anybody's game still in the last minute of the quarter here.
He's got 20.
This is as down the wire as close as it gets.
Eagles up by 5. Josh Bunnick's first to 2 is in. 21 now for the senior from Lake Leelanau St. Mary.
Rich Moffitt will take a timeout here.
He'll take a timeout. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. We want to thank all of our sponsors here this evening in this doubleheader game that we've had. We want to thank Professional Seamless Gutters. We want to thank J&J Construction, Mama Leone's, Schultz's Marathon Gas Station and Party Store at the Traverse City Cherry Capital Airport, and the Gaylord Eye Care Center for making this game,
Ryan
or 2 games. Yeah, 2 games available for you to watch from wherever you're watching from tonight.
Yep.
It's been a pleasure to have you here spending your Friday evening with us. There's a lot of other things that you could be doing. You could be watching the Michigan Wolverines, or you could be watching the Detroit Pistons. But if you're here tuning into this one, you've spent your time wisely tonight, as it's been a really good game between the Eagles of Lake Leelanau St. Mary and the Snowbirds of Gaylord St. Mary. So right now at the free throw line is Josh Bunnick. He's got the last 10 points for the Lake Leelanau St. Mary Eagles. Here's the shot, and it's in. Make it 11 consecutive for Mr. Josh Bunnick. 22 points for him.
Here comes Royce.
Up top to McKinley. He's going to take the 3, and it's off the front of the rim. O'Connell snares the rebound, puts it up and in. O'Connell now with 10 points. Rex Bunnick, oh, he's fouled. That was close. Here's the replay of this one, Nick. Check this out. So there's the basket. The foul is about to occur here. And they say the foul happened just before the steal by Jacobson.
Yep. Well, we're taking a minute here. We want to also thank one last time our first responders for everything they have done for all of us in our communities.
Rex Bunnick going to the free throw line, knocking it down. Nick, the difference in the game tonight, free throws.
Yeah.
The Eagles have made them. The Snowbirds really haven't.
Yeah. The Snowbirds have been struggling with their free throws and just haven't been with the momentum that they need to find.
And right there, Eagles making another pair of free throws coming down the stretch. That's Rex Bunnick there. Courtesy of him, it's back to a 7-point lead Flare screen for Royce. He'll take the three off the mark. Rebound by Josh Bunnick. And with under 20 seconds left to play, the Eagles might be able to dribble this one out. Bunnick down the floor. It goes to Cursell. Cursell's going to take the hit, and he'll go to the free throw line.
Cooper just jumps right back up off the floor from that one. You could see watching Cooper fly in midair like a bird out there, and he's
flying like a snowbird, Nick.
Yep, and he slammed the floor and got right back up. You can thank me for that.
So William Cursell will go to the free throw line.
I taught him the word toughness.
And Cursell's free throw is good. Free throw shooting, they say, is contagious. Not only making your free throws, but missing your free throws.
Yep.
And I think you can see an example of both here on display. For the Snowbirds, contagiously missing free throws. And for the Eagles, the bug of making free throws. They've made their last 12 free throws.
Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, for the last minute of the quarter here, we bring in our JV player,
and
George Mertz.
Mertz checks in, and Royce has a ball that's going to be held up on a possession arrow. And the Eagles will get it back with 5.5 seconds remaining. This will likely do it here. Everything from now will just simply be cosmetic. As Rex Bunnick inbounds to James Bunnick. Let's see if the Snowbirds foul. They won't, and the Eagles will come away with the victory here on a Friday night against the Gaylord St. Mary's Snowbirds. As the Snowbird girls win the first game and the Eagle boys win the second game of tonight's varsity doubleheader between the Eagles of Lake Leelanau St. Mary and the Snowbirds of Gaylord St. Mary. So that's going to do it here for our production. We want to thank you for tuning in and making us a part of your Friday evening. For myself, Charles Strail, Nick Wenzel, my broadcast partner, Andy Bazinski, running our camera, Jessica Alcorn, setting us up with some of our other awesome camera shots tonight. We want to say thank you one more time. Signing off from Gaylord, Michigan, Charles Strail with Next Level Broadcasting. We'll see you next week as we keep our coverage rolling of high school varsity basketball in northern Michigan. Stay tuned and good night and stay warm, everyone.